So it's like a lot of people, because I first watched it and there's a lot to do with music, like the movie has a lot to do with music. And you're like, oh, Toreador, maybe, but chance. And then you start keep watching and you're like, maybe not. And then you start thinking of like other classes and shit. And then you see the powers and you're like, that's not Toreador powers.
Mm.
No, you just then,
Yeah.
at the moment you can't decide on it, you just say, oh, that's a caitiff. They're clanless.
Yeah. The caitiff are cool, but weird.
And we should be live.
Are we alive?
I'm just confirming that there's no Luan LaRue face there. No, there's no Luan LaRue face. Yet.
Yeah.
Yet. I don't know, maybe in the future we'll see a face reveal of Luan LaRue. Not?
Mm.
Not?
Slightly. Maybe
We'll
in the
see.
far future.
Maybe after I become a vampire, I have more confidence. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, there was one guy who played a vampire who did not want to show his face, so he played a gangrel, so he had to wear a mask the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was like only half of his face was covered. Like, it was sort of like this.
That's fine.
So it's only his one eye was open, and he was like, yeah, that's me now.
That's cool. That's actually fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But welcome in. Some of you've got family visiting. This almost didn't happen tonight. You guys don't know this. I resetted my computer on Saturday, and at 6:30 today, I was like, okay, cool, let's launch Fantasy Grounds and get everything running. Fantasy Grounds. Where's your stuff? I'm like, it's here. Somewhere. Fantasy Grounds like, okay, point us to the directory. I point to the directory. No, this is not your stuff. I had to update Fantasy Grounds 3 times today.
Yo.
The third time I'm like, oh, I found my campaign. I found my campaign. Everything is okay. And then came the OBS shit. But that's also sorted.
But you formatted your PC.
Yeah, reset. Well, reset, not reformatted, but reset, yeah.
Close enough.
It's essentially a fucking reformat, but it's Windows version of reformatting. And because I had trouble with my streaming software. Turns out I just had to update 3 plugins.
He almost destroyed everything. 3 plugins.
Yeah.
That's hectic.
And how did I find it out? When I had to reinstall the plugins into OBS. I'm like, wait, the version I had is old.
So you took the nuclear approach.
Ouch, exactly. It's like,
Dude,
yeah.
that's normally the solution to everything.
Which is true though.
Now the solution is switch it off and on again and pray. That's what the solution is.
But the fun
Press
part
the
is...
mute
You
The fun-
deleted System 52 and it's like, yep, you're starting again.
Yeah. But the fun part is it's like an adventure. Every time I launch something, I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to install that.
It's shocking actually how many things you have. Like, I got a new PC the other day, saved up for it, and when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I need this, I need this.
Yeah.
Like, just having your base run pod, it's ridiculous how many things you actually have. Like, a clean PC is useless.
I upgraded to Linux and it's amazing because on Windows I had to install extra software to get this mic to work. On Linux it just works.
And it works better than on Windows.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am a Linux. I like Windows. It's user friendly for me. Linux is a superior system, but Windows is nice for people who don't want
Yes,
to do
I agree.
Linux.
Well, then again, you can just literally go one of their Windows-friendly options. And it's
Yeah, Linux
essentially the
Mint.
same fucking thing.
Yeah. Linux Mint is essentially the same as Windows.
Yeah, I didn't
I
even have to
installed
do
that.
anything with command lines. I wanted to do command line stuff because I'm like, I'm Hacker Man now. Hacker Man. And then after that, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just going to click on that icon, search for the app, download it, wait. And the cool thing is, you search for the app, and in Mint, they give you recommendations also, like what is used along with those apps. And 90% of the time, it's everything I already use. So what I did is I basically just selected everything and say install. And it's downloading and installing in the background, showing me a random video, and like, okay, cool. So
Yep.
everything's running in the background. I don't have to wait, install this one first, finish install the next one. They do bulk installs, man.
That's nice. That is. I'm glad at least you're enjoying your Linux. Oh, the Linux.
Yes.
I'm
That-
way too me.
You're way too me. Linux, your only weakness.
Yes, and math
And math.
and long words and
But-
like
And breaking bones.
sentences.
And
Yeah,
breaking
The thing
bones.
is, to upgrade to Windows 11, I have to spend like $8,000 to upgrade all my hardware.
Yeah, that's hectic. That's
That's
like
ridiculous.
that's
Yep.
insane.
As I said, for casual users, I like Windows, even though I know Linux is superior. But if you do computers, you need Linux. Like that's the thing. Like as I said, for casual people, Windows. But if I did stuff in IT or something similar to that, I'd probably also have gone to Linux.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my one friend is running a Linux virtual machine for his programming. Or he's dual booting. So it's like, when he games on Windows. When he works, he's on Linux. And then sometimes he works and games on Linux. So it's like,
I did
Mine's the
Masquerade,
opposite.
guys.
I
But
program on Windows and game on Linux.
math's lit.
yeah, I did Masquerade, guys.
And was it lit
It's
as
like
fuck,
lower-
fam?
It sure was.
Yeah, but I can read, which is like the biggest part of that, because they ask you stupid questions. Like they give you a massive picture of Avis, and then there's a whole story about how Tabu needed to rent a car from Avis, and he rented a Toyota Quantum, and then he went on holiday, and all a bunch of random cuck. And the questions are maths questions that's around it. But the first question 1.1, section 1. What was the car brand that Tabu, car hiring agency that Tabu used? I love Maslet. My sister said that in her matric exam final, right?
Mm-hmm.
They asked, what is a bonsai tree? 2 box.
Really?
Don't you love the government?
Oh my
Education
goodness.
standard. What is a bonsai tree?
It's one of those tiny trees you prune.
Exactly. And just say it's also Japanese. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a Japanese,
You-
tiny Japanese tree that you prune.
Watch
Cockle.
the original Karate Kid with the old school Mr. Miyagi, not the one with Jackie Chan. There you go, you'll see him. Does it?
How is
Mm.
that math?
That is
They want to check your it's math's lit, so they want to make sure you're able to read before you do the math.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Exactly. 2 box. There you go.
You know, some of those trees are fucking old.
Yeah,
They are. They are.
they are. We're missing someone. He's just gone for a bit.
He died.
He's probably
He disappeared into the ether.
he's probably putting in some face screaming. Maybe I'm trying to figure out what he would do when the camera's off.
He's now saving 20%. Switching to Geico.
Mm.
Exactly.
And typing exclamation mark onesie in chat.
So,
Onesie.
very weak.
Go do that, guys, and go check
Yeah.
out what Zaffa wants.
Want to see him wear this lovely onesie? I'm assuming he's over here, but like I don't know. For me, he's,
it's like he's there on your side.
you know, YMCA, one of them directions. You know,
You want to see
He's
him
there,
wear that?
You know, wherever he is, and you see down there, there's the follow button. Click that one as well. There you go. Zaffageek, wherever you at. So if you want to see him in that onesie at the Fuck Off Police Car concert, he will take pictures as proof, Choma.
hmm
As proof.
You know what to do.
Go do it.
Go down now.
This
Come on.
onesie will need to be washed though.
it will not be washed for this. The musk is what will
Exactly the true Zaffageek.
crack the band.
The pro gamer saying
It's
the
like,
essence
that's
of all the streams. Yeah.
And it's so cool, the bot that I'm using. When you type onesie in one chat, it sends the message to other chats too. It's like,
Efficient wherever you are. Twitch, Kick, YouTube. If you didn't know, it's on there. Like
on all of them.
you can be where you wanna be, bro.
You can just
That's
pop
cool.
in and say, "Hey,
What's up?
so why did your camera go off?
Oh, because I stood up.
You're not wearing any pants. Okay.
Oh yeah, you don't want
Is
to see
it,
all that. But like, that's the nice thing about the laptop. Like, even if I swipe it here, it doesn't shift the order on the.
No, it doesn't. No, luckily not. No.
That's why I'd rather just like that. It's
Mm.
much easier.
that's
All right.
so cool."
So, do you guys remember what happened last? And did you guys catch the Easter egg I placed in the last episode?
We sure did.
What was the Easter egg?
Can I quickly explain there what the Easter egg was, so that I know you don't know, but I just want to make sure because we all know. So what was it?
I don't. I come here and I raw dog this game. I said it last session. I don't fucking that. I raw dog this game. I don't remember. I don't write shit. I just come here and what happens, I'm like, oh wait. And if I remember something, that's gang. I don't remember shit, dog. Thank you.
Don't worry, Luan. Tell him what's the Easter
Tell
egg.
them the secret.
The Easter egg, I don't know. I know it happened, but I'm trying to think of what would possibly count as an Easter egg in Sorrel's brain.
No,
Zaffa's brain. Because
It's-
Zaffa's brain does not work like the rest of us.
Wait. Okay. So let's go back to the order of events.
So, because
So we
I
started
know.
and we went
What?
to the
You
cave.
know? Wait a minute. You know?
No, I know Yaku was
Okay.
manhandled.
no.
That wasn't
Yaku
Yaku.
wasn't.
We wasn't.
It was just
wasn't
a
him.
random guy.
It was a random dude.
No, no.
So
At the
basically-
end, the scene
That
at
was
the
not
end.
Yaku. That was
Oh.
not Yaku. That was the guy who I made a deal with to bring people up without thinking.
Yeah.
Is
actually.
that
He
Mm.
was the guy who beat the guy up and said, "Yeah, here's a half-dead corpse."
Yeah.
Another corpse, and I was like, "How dare you?" So basically, what happened is we went in the cave. We went
Okay.
inside. There was a rat. We did a sword swing at the rat. A lot of speed running and walking happening from JJ's side. Like his thighs looks amazing. We realized about some sort of summoning about a wraith. A lot of sexual blood everywhere. By sexual, I mean like the representation of how Sorrel told the story of the man and the woman on the thing. Very interesting, very intricate.
Also
Then-
found out that
He ate the
Luan-
liver. He was
Yes,
the liver
I ate
king.
a liver in front of him, and I told him, "I told you we are monsters," and he didn't kill me, thank goodness. But if he did, it would have been fine.
He was ready to accept his fate.
I was ready. I was like, just don't kill. Just make sure my experiments are. But yeah, then basically we stayed there. We're still in there, if I'm correct. Wait,
Yep.
let's see if someone comes
Yeah.
We,
And then
And you figured out
we-
something? About inside the place?
oh yes, there's a time. There's a time stop thing.
There's a
Like,
time dilation. Yeah.
Yes, but it isn't like this time bubble moves separate. It stops, and then when you go out, time just like zoop,
Mhm.
very quickly. So there's definitely a time thing, meaning the bodies don't rot in there. But it means also that we will be fucking hungry if we stay too long. In
It
there.
would have been surprising if you guys stayed for the night, the whole night, and you're like, okay, cool, it's probably morning now, and you go out and it's 12 at noon, and the two vampires go.
What happened to them?
At least they still cave, at least. But yeah, that's why we made sure. Then there was some betrayal talking to Henry, you bitches, you two bitches, being like, "Oh, we're gonna
It's just
cut off my
business.
supply."
It's just business dealings. I don't know why you're so
I-
upset.
I'm going to. We don't know. We
You're
don't
not gonna
know.
do anything because you don't know. What do you mean?
Yes, that's true.
The
That's
We know in
entire-
our hearts.
So let me explain the massive Easter egg.
Yes.
The ritual and the bodies and everything was based off of Diablo 1 concept art.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually so cool.
That's cool.
And the big Easter egg, where the Easter egg that introduces to you that it would be Diablo inspired, was the guy in front of the cave. It was the quest line. It was the quest line. It was the quest line from the butcher. It starts off with, "Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus, he led us there into a trap." That's how it started off. I just changed words to fit into our situation.
That's very cool. That's very, very cool.
Yeah, I
I
knew
like
that.
Now, Diablo 1 is a game that was released in 1995-96. So,
Yep.
I know you wouldn't have gotten it, but
No, like at least I did. I just thought like
Mm,
Ron
mm,
and JJ would also.
mm.
Come on, guys, get in the game.
Mm.
You kids.
That's like that's like, when there's that interview with Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart, he's like, "I'm 56 years old." Damn.
damn! Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't. That just came out.
It's like that. Like that game came out in 1995. Damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you see
I
Don
think we-
Cheadle being like, "That's what happens when you don't have a filter."
As soon as you said 19, I was like, nope, nope, probably don't play it. That's it, because the earliest Diablo I have played, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but like it was still pixelated and stuff like that.
That could
was
be 1
2
and or 2.
Was 2 also pixelated?
Mm.
Then
Yeah.
it's I think it was 2. I don't think I played Diablo 1. I think then only 2 and some of the rest.
Well, here's a main thing. Diablo 1 only had you go in one direction. And you went
Oh.
down into the church, and you went into the caverns, and then you went lower and lower and lower. Where
No,
Diablo
it was-
2 have you travel all across the world.
Yeah, then it was
It's like a
2.
normal. That was like a normal RPG.
Yeah,
Also,
Diablo
the
1 was
bad
basically one giant dungeon delve, yes?
The bad cop's name is Daniel. I found it in my notes.
Thank you. Now I can
Daniel.
write it down because I forgot his
He
name.
is cursed by Tiffany.
Stefani.
She cursed him, and as I said, JJ is correct. We don't know, and we're going to be friends and do some blood magic together, all that kind of thing. Then I turned into
No. Did I lose my OneNote files?
a- Sorry,
No.
not the note.
I'll figure it out. I've got a lot of things on OneNote saved. I'll figure it out. Daniel, I'll have to remind myself now. Daniel. Yeah, Daniel.
It
Yeah.
is Daniel.
Denial.
But yeah, basically on the end, they talk to Henry, and Henry is going to get 2 birds with 1 stone with his whole starving us out thing.
Yeah, he didn't realize it. He just wanted you to starve so that there's 3 of you and 1 of the other guy. So that would probably make it easier to persuade the one guy to,
Has
you know.
he met Jan Hendrik? Has he met Jan Hendrik?
No, but he's been
Well-
thrown a couple of times in the face with a fucking wooden cross.
That's true.
So yeah, and now he also knows Jan Hendrik wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Which he already knew, but now he knows even more.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just need to get a few things ready here. Like I said, a lot of these things have moved around. I just want to get my cheat sheets ready. Where is it? There's the one. Wait, there's the one. Oh shit, son. Boom. Now that's gone. Now everybody's back. And then the other one would be, I think, in the same. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Now I need to find that again. Let's go there.
Keep fucking around with those faces. I'm start talking like this. I would do the whole session. Why you guys being so serious?
I like how I can't even see Jono's face really. Like, is that a smirk or a glare in that dog foodie? see the-
It's low shading, but just around my face.
If you see the teeth, you know, it's a grin.
Yeah.
You just see teeth.
Creepy.
He's fucking dying.
Good.
Guys are weird today.
Isn't that your plan to make him die and rise back up as a Kindred?
Maybe.
He has a blankie.
I am like a flower.
What flower?
This is like when you're a kid and you're having like a sleepover or some shit, or like at a family event, and it's way past your bedtime clearly,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids are just laughing at anything, and they're just like delirious.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Yes.
It's apparently still the days if you look at this conversation.
So it is Tuesday, the 10th of February, 12:15 a.m. The two mortally challenged people
Yes.
are doing their own things and relaxing and researching and preparing the farm. They've spoken to Henry, and that was kind of the interesting conversation right there. And around about this time is when Luan figured out there's a time stop thing, and someone's hiding on top of the cave, like on top of the entrance.
Yeah. We tried to climb up. I think he got up.
So are you guys gonna wait until morning, or?
Not till morning. We basically was if like we just check if there's any foot traffic. If nothing happened before it becomes like full day, we will burn on most of it.
Yeah. We were basically waiting till morning, as he said.
Yeah.
Oh, so when the dawn starts showing up.
Yeah.
When we know no vampires are gonna sleep here tonight, type thing.
So let's
Then
go. Let's go with 5. It's about 5 o'clock. Sun is about to rise.
And any vampires come back?
Nope.
Yeah,
I
we
will
can-
say I would have told Jan about the whole time dilation and showed him while we waited for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you essentially went out every now and again just to make sure roughly what the time is and what it looks like outside. Yeah.
No.
So the moment it starts like showing that pre-dawn brightness, when it's that light blue color, essentially. Yeah, the birds start singing and all of that. And how are you going to burn this place down?
I take out lots of vials.
Well, there's torches and stuff, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
No,
Let's,
I think we methodically started the back and just got burned.
Yeah. And then basically burn everything.
Still covered in blood. Remember that.
So you're burning everything that's to do with... that's got wood in it, essentially.
Yeah.
The bodies as well.
Do you try and pile wood up to, like, try and burn the bodies, everything?
I
Yeah,
think actually, sorry, on that note, I would probably have, maybe have moved them all, so it's almost like a giant funeral pyre as well. Just to
Yeah.
respect the dead, as I nommed them one of their livers, but just to respect the dead somewhat.
Somewhat, yeah.
I respect you.
But you're delicious.
So good. I love it.
I respect the date. I have full respect. Oh, you got some barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I got some barbecue
Exactly.
sauce. Yeah. Yeah, so you managed to pile them all up with help of the torches and some of your vials. You'll have to make new vials. You're going to use up everything. You light it on fire. the fresh smell of barbecues hits your nostrils.
Barbecue pork.
Yeah. And both of you roll me a wits and awareness.
Yeah.
An awareness.
First roll of the night. Are we wearing?
Are you wearing?
What are we
It
wearing?
don't look like it.
We're wearing blood.
Why
That's
is
what we
that
are.
not showing up? Why is that not updating, bitch? Okay. Luan,
Hmm?
as you're burning the corpses, it sounds like you could hear something of like, let's say, a couple of voices screaming out in agony as they're burning. But it's more of the like ethereal kind of voices, like spiritual kind of voices.
Do I think that we probably released some ghosts or something? Or
Mm,
is it the rats?
probably released some ghosts
Demons.
and yeah.
We've really done the whole ghost hunting thing quite well, Jan. Like,
We're doing it. We're doing it.
we're doing our job. Trying to, at least.
Which is true.
Why
The
is that
ghost
not
and
showing?
vampire.
Huh. Just give me a few.
I feel like there must be someone that protects these, or at least this group of vampires.
Yes. Oh yeah, because I forgot we don't actually know it's not vampires. That's true, actually.
Hmm.
The thing is, like, who here would have enough sway? As said, Henry is my first thought, but he seems quite inclined on having his place stay stable. Maybe
Which
a
is true.
rival vampire.
Can be.
Like someone is trying to take control from him.
I haven't seen anyone like in Bloemfontein wanting to take Henry's throne.
Maybe they're not in Bloom. Maybe they're in Pretoria or Cape Town sending agents this way.
Yeah, two very dangerous places.
Mm-hmm. Very frustrating places. I wonder if they have their own fences.
Most likely.
Oh, so much hunting we have to do.
Which is true. When we finish finishing up Bloemfontein, we will start our own vampire hunting group. Maybe bringing it back, like, and we start sending out some vampire hunters and cleanse this world.
So you're still covered in blood while you're talking.
Yep.
Yes.
You're making your way back. You're making your way downtown.
No.
Walking fast faces past and you're homebound.
Most
Yeah,
likely taking like umpire.
you're.
Thing is, our house is not that far from this place.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's your house is like semi on the outskirts. You can actually get to your house without anyone noticing you.
Please tell me, we see the fort in the distance, and just all the children look at us as we pass in blood. The boys are just bowling. They're like,
Hi, kids.
Roll me a d100, please. Now that you mention it.
Fuck.
Just no. He mentioned it. He needs to roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, low is bad. Fuck.
eh.
In his games, is low is bad.
There is someone that sees you.
Alright. Do we see them?
You see them. You actually get surprised. You were caught off guard. as you walk past, like, you're like, okay, cool, there's no one that you can clearly see at the fort. You walk past, and
Chiaka, I'm gonna stab him.
you basically frightened a poor little owl. Like, whoo, and it flies away. That's the only thing that saw you.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor baby.
You scared the shit out of him,
Well, we are covered in blood.
which is true.
You entered through the back door of the fort, of the mansion-esque building. You're not going to go
Yes.
into the front of the street where, well, everybody's busy waking up and, okay. And you do get yourself a nice, decent wash, I take it?
Yeah.
And what's your plans for the rest of the day?
I would like to go look at our patient. He's still here in the house, right?
He is actually here in the house, and he's more alive.
So, did the thingy-majiggy work that I tried last time?
You think so, yes.
Good! I will make a note of it.
Maytel, why is it like, the witch was here, right?
Yeah.
He
Okay,
talked to
but
him.
we don't. Yeah, well, we don't know. Okay, cool. That's still. I remember. That's cool.
So yeah, I'll look after him, get him food, all that.
Yeah, he
going to
can
be
sit
good.
up without barely any pain.
Damn witch. Sorry, this is Michal now. Or
Mm.
Seven goes. I'm like, now I don't know if it's what I did or what she did. That bitch.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
sits up straight, still struggles to talk due to the injuries. But you technically make him a smoothie so that he can get some sustenance in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I make him a normal smoothie.
Yeah, a normal one, yeah.
From as I'm doing this, how many, as I look at the body hidden away behind the curtain, how many meals do I think I can make out of that still for me and Jan?
What are you doing to keep it preserved?
Most likely cold ice and so on. But that's all I think. Keep in the shade, keep it cool.
Yeah, what are you harvesting to give the smoothies, to make the smoothies out of?
So for him, it will be mostly the blood, and if that runs out, try and take off the organs that have more.
Well,
and then for me, I'll do the other organs basically.
you can probably get one drink out of the blood before it becomes too chunky.
Okay.
You can probably get two out of it, and just explain to him that you forgot to mash the strawberries good enough. Probably.
That's perfect.
Yeah. For you specifically, let's say two meals for both of you. So
Okay.
two each, yeah. And then you're gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be rancid. Yeah.
I will then start prepping that. Or I'll basically move our person up to one of the guest rooms upstairs.
Mm-hmm. He
Not-
walks with difficulty, but he walks, and he breathes with difficulty. But yeah, what you did was amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then as soon as he's out, I'll start doing, making sure that the meals are easier to keep cold locations, so making them all nice little packed lunch.
All right, and now I want Jan Hendrik to roll me a willpower, please.
Okay. But what if I don't want to?
Well, then I'll tell the story what happens.
Nope, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh, I'll tell the story what happens.
How hungry is you?
No, we don't worry about the hunger at the moment. What we are worried about. So, you're busy moving everybody around, and man, it's been a while. Shower water is still running. You don't hear the normal sounds that would emanate from a shower. You know, splashy, splashy, and whatnot. But the shower is constantly running now. Water is running. I'm just saying. You can do with that whatever you want. And while you think about it, we're not going to go back to Jan Hendrik for reasons. You guys are sleeping. Okay, so I'm going to start counting down the hours. How many hours pass before you do something? Is that okay? How long will you wait before you do something?
To who are you speaking?
To Mr. Luan Leroux. What are you doing? Like, let's say you've waited an hour. He doesn't take hour-long showers. You know that.
Oh. The thing is, like, as soon as I'll probably be very focused on things. How long?
The
does it take me
patient.
to pack the lunch. To pack the lunches.
Oh, to pack the
maybe.
lunches. I'd say it'd
Yeah.
take you about 2 hours.
Okay, I'll probably do that. Then, as I probably go up to look at the patient, I'll probably realize. Is he still not out?
He's still not out. Water is running. Well, it's about to... Well, it's still running.
Oh, knock. Jan, you're wasting water.
No response.
Yeah.
Roll me a wits and awareness. Mr. Milan. Mr. Leroux, I mean. I just realized that needs to go there. There we go. You hear a faint, between the rushing water, you hear a faint. You hear a faint snoring.
Righty. I'll go in.
Mm-hmm.
Is he sleeping in the shower?
He fell asleep in the shower.
Did he at least clean himself off?
Most of it, yes.
Alrighty.
So here's the question. Are you going to dodge his sword while cleaning him, or are you just going to put him into bed?
Probably... the blood needs to come off, so... He's probably going to finish cleaning him. And dodging the sword that's lying against the side.
Yeah, of course, we're talking about that sword, yes.
Yes. But yeah, I'll probably just finish him and then... Oh, he's very heavy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's reasonably heavy. But, I mean, for you, not as much, but you'd know, like, as a mortal, as a normal living being, it would have been a bit hectic to carry him around.
I'll basically probably, just throw something over his hips and pull him to the bed, then stop.
And you put him down, and you roll me a willpower.
Me now.
Yes, Mr. Leroux. I know, you're not feeling tired at all.
Cool.
You're not feeling tired at all. You do realize that you kind of need to go to bed at some point.
Yeah. I'll probably actually then, tuck him in. Just all the things, then I will go to the person. And just tell him, so you have free reign of the house. I'm probably going to go sleep. It was a long night. If you want to make yourself coffee or tea or food, you're allowed to take anything in the house.
He
just
nods.
don't go to the library or the armory or thing. I'm very sorry what happened to you, and I've heard that punishment was dealt out by some people to the individual who did this.
He gives a wry smile, and he just falls back onto his bed. Well, he just nods, turns around, and falls asleep.
I'll then close the door, and then I'll probably go into my thing, lock, and also go to bed.
All right. Now, because you've had such a hectic night and you were busy with stuff and you were exerting yourself, you do wake up at about 7 o'clock at night. And it is at this point where we want our mortally challenged folk to roll a rouse check, please. Ooh. Ooh. What's your hunger on?
Two.
Ooh, Luon. Not Luon, JJ. Ooh, you're on 3. What are you going to do, buddy? You wake up and you are, let's say, yeah, you are hungry.
Famished.
You've got cotton mouth.
But dry.
What's your plans? How are you going to feed? You've got your chosen method that you want to feed, that you want to experience. Yes, your hoodie shows us that it's very cold, eh? You're pulling you're pulling a Jennifer Aniston from Friends.
Listen, I was thinking of doing the jacket, but then I was like, it feels like too much work. I might have to do it though. It's giving it away for free. It's paid. Took me a sec.
All right. He's looking in one direction and it's pointing in another.
I know.
There we go.
Listen, that's you have to.
That's some good OnlyFans
subscribe to
content. Yeah, that's some good OnlyFans
subscribe to the
content.
Patreon.
Yeah. So how are you going to eat? What are you going to do? It's 7 o'clock at. It's 7 o'clock at night.
I'm going to go. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna go back to the hotel. I have a sneaking suspicion that my success rate will be high.
Oh, okay. And who are you looking for?
Well, back when I used to have what they would call a normal sleep schedule, I would go and sit in the hotel, and I'd have a lovely attendant that would, quite generous. And I feel like, I haven't seen him in a long time, and I think that I would like to experience such loving generosity again.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Let's see how successful you are, though. I'm just looking for something. Okay. You're in luck. Julie is working night shift.
Let's go.
Yeah. And she attends to you and she recognizes you. I want you to roll me because you kind of want to chat her up. You kind of want to do something. I want you to roll me a charisma and subterfuge.
Oh, I need to work on that, eh?
Oof. Good news is you persuade her to go into one of the rooms that's not occupied. The bad news is you went down into the action and you started being all sexual and stuff. Okay?
Sexual.
And you tried to you fed. Successfully, you fed, you slaked 1 hunger.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the
Fuck.
bed covers are all covered in blood. You did not control the voice inside well enough to tell you when to stop. You've got
I thought she's-
one dead Julie lying on the bed,
Fuck.
sprawled out, blood sprayed against the wall. You're not hungry, though.
Fuck. No. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Roll me a wits and awareness.
That's not good either.
No, that's not good either. Don't worry about it. So, did you go to... I take it you went to Mrs. Creer? Mevrouw Creer? I take it you went to Luan and them to talk about stuff.
Yes.
Yes. You get there, they're all chipper and awake.
Looks like you had a good rest.
Oh, it was amazing. Oh fuck.
Did you guys find anything at the caves after we
No.
left?
No, but we did destroy it. Oh, the caves had a weird time dilation. I'm actually glad you
Oh.
didn't stay. Like, time moved while you were inside, but it didn't seem to move. So as soon as you're out, it would have jumped. We need that. I'm glad
Yeah.
JJ wasn't there.
Yes, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah. Yes, you want to say something?
Do you have that device we was working on?
Shit, yes. So, now I'll lead her down. So, the first time I tested it, it got a little bit clogged. So I had
Okay.
to streamline the process. But
Okay.
it should be working. Well,
Oh,
because
perfect.
the prototype I tested was on that person.
Mm.
Right, so I will give it a more streamlined set. If you have any problem, let me know. It should be easier to clean. It's still a bit larger size.
Okay.
But as it should be
Perfect.
fine. Yeah, just be careful not to drain too much of the animal or
Yes.
hit too much of a big artery.
Okay.
Oh, and before that, I'll also turn graph on. This will help. This salve will help stop bleeding on
Oh,
humans, but also animals. So if you accidentally prick a little bit and it's not stopping, just put this on. I don't know. You don't want to kill
Perfect.
your animals.
yes. Thank you
Cool.
very much. This is
Hey.
amazing.
I hope it works. It's a rudimentary design. Actually, Henry's pump system actually fascinated me also in a way. Like it's very similar, though much more smaller.
Compact.
But compact. But I think I can make interesting things with this design.
Perfect. Also,
Jan is probably upstairs somewhere. Don't know if he awoke. And yeah.
I'll walk upstairs and say, Jan, are you awake?
Am I? Where is he?
Yeah, you are probably... Yeah, that's what comes out of the room. Am I?
Wow. Yeah. I can't even remember getting out of the shower. I was really tired. What are you doing here?
Just came to check in with Luan on the little project we were working on.
Oh, okay.
And
Medicine?
then... Kind of.
I will say verbally, Luan says this now, looking at Jan. Jan is a little bit more understanding of certain things, right?
Uh,
So this
Yeah.
is a device that is going to help her not kill people.
Yes.
Yes. So, as I said, we're all sick, but we'll fix it. We'll cure it. This is just a device so that she doesn't kill people. She specifically actually only wants to feed off her animals. So that's actually better than me.
Yes. No
Well-
human blood.
We know, like I said, Luan, basically, if we don't harm humans and we do what we're supposed to do,
Hmm.
then we'll be fine. But
It
if we
will.
do hurt any human or kill, I'll make sure to do my part. And I hope you guys do your parts when I mess up.
Of course.
Yeah, we will kill someone
Any.
who kills humans. Yes, like
Yes.
it is not right.
Yes, we will make sure that it's a long, painful death.
It's-
Hate rolls, all that good things.
Mm. Well,
Um,
it's a good thing we haven't done anything like that. We should
eh,
most likely see if JJ found any like news on like he was the one who was going to see. You guys went to go see the actual vampire.
yes.
And what did he say?
Well, he didn't really have information on the vampires we were hunting.
Yeah.
He. Well, his estate was pre-guarded when we got there. So we told him that we think the vampires might have called a wraith to come after him, and we went to Tiffany as well and warned her about it as well.
Do you
The witch.
tell us? Sorry. Do you tell us that he doesn't think it's the vampires, that it's
Yes.
the humans? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he doesn't think vampires do such things.
Ah,
He thinks it's more a human thing, an occult or something.
that's worrisome because the cult actions and stuff. It had a signature that I recognized, but I'll have to go read up
Okay.
more on it.
Yeah, he said to find them, we need to find the main focus of their objective. And he also mentioned that an event might have triggered this, but he's not sure what event. He will look into it further.
Did he say if it was one of his vampire lackeys?
No, he doesn't believe vampires are involved in this ritual.
Weird. If there's
We-
no vampires like part of this, and it is a cult. I'm not saying it is.
Yes.
Then we have to find Peter. We have a
Yes.
lead, which means he's normal, and he is just chilling, waiting for his next like thingy.
Peter wasn't normal. He almost
Yeah.
climbed into the house. Peter's one of the vampires.
Yeah, but that's the thing that confuses me because that vampire was one of the ones that ran to the hill.
That's true.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Maybe
there's
they
more
ran.
there.
Maybe they ran further.
I don't think so. The other thing that bothers me, if we took their HQ, which they did most stuff. So we took the cave, and second of all, we took the haunted house, which means they need another place. So we should start checking like all abandoned buildings, check old like mills
Yeah.
and I don't know being used, even farms.
The
Sounds
thing is,
like a good idea.
yeah, that's what the vampires are specifically, but the cult, they're human. They can walk through the day. If they're
Mm.
targeting, and this is gonna sound bad, a specific population, that won't be missed. There's a chance that they may be more part of the our side of the train tracks, if I can say it like that, which means that we may know them, or they're new to town, which we will know. We can easily find out who's new to town because it's very small, or we actually already know the people who sacrificed all those individuals.
It's,
Yeah.
Because the Bloom is not that big.
no, it's not.
The thing is, I think we should start by actually patrolling Bloemfontein. I mean, I know most of us. I don't know how you guys are, but I can still walk in the day. But I feel like we should like actually be part of the community. Walk around, listen, put your ears down. Anything that's like off, like anything you can listen. Every conversation you get into, and if something goes off and we get names, maybe we can like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
A
People
person,
is a people.
but a person that can actually help us is JJ.
it is. So what I can do is I can continue fixing up the house and then like every 2 hours just take a walk around the community, see if I see anything, hear anything.
Yeah.
Just be careful about the police, I think they're called.
Yeah.
They will interfere because they're trying very hard not to have mob justice a thing, and if we are
Yeah.
patrolling, they'll most likely try and force us out of that position.
Okay.
Because so just be careful with that. They're very suspicious of people trying to do their own investigation.
Investigation. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll try to stick to the shadows.
Or
And-
punch them.
And listen,
That-
Martha.
Might kill them.
Yeah. And listen, Martha. Just and like you see, like they put his hand on Martha's shoulder and basically be like, "We will find a cure.
Perfect.
Don't worry."
Thank you.
And like Jan Hendrik will walk into the. You guys want coffee?
I
No,
already
thank
had some,
you.
thank you.
Okay.
Quickest response ever.
You want coffee? Oh, no, thanks. We're good. We're good.
No.
That's how you kill Henry. Just make him a cup of coffee.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's so powerful. What dark magic is it? Oh.
So let the voice that always helps you and doesn't give you shit to handle at all from the sky say, now you've got a good cover to stay awake at night. You're helping to patrol.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the police will take any help they can get.
Okay.
Maybe we should
Yeah, I'll-
become part of the police. Sorry.
I think Marta will go talk to Yaku since
Mhm.
she knows him pretty well and tell him that she'll do night patrols like every 2 hours just to make sure no more people go missing and then report to him
Yeah,
what she finds.
okay, yeah. You will be successful in this because they are a bit short-staffed.
Yes.
One policeman kept hitting himself during the day for some odd reason. So they think
you
he
okay?
suffers from. Yaku says he think Daniel is suffering from a bit of PTSD. So he's been put on administrative leave.
I understand.
Yeah. And he said like most injuries actually funnily occurred while he was patrolling that area.
Okay.
Yeah. And they didn't he kept on saying it was them,
Okay.
but they did approach him and he just walked around punching himself.
Okay.
Yeah. No. No. Not in this small town, no.
Okay.
Mm.
I want to make one.
So you will succeed and he will give you that information. Obviously now you will leave and just go tell him that. So your plan is basically not to drink coffee and go fix up the house
It is.
and inform him.
then-
Yeah.
It is. So my night routine would be fixing up the house and then every 2 hours just go patrol. See
Yeah,
if I see anything.
It's one less
And
it's one less area for them to worry about.
It is.
Now if they only had more vigilant citizens like this.
It is.
Yeah.
And then also like maybe an hour and a half before sunrise just test out Luan's new device.
Of course. Okay. So that is your general plan for the night. All
Yes.
right. It might change. I'm just saying. It might
Yes,
change.
I understand.
What are your general plans for the night? The two semi-mortals.
They're mortally inclined.
You're mortally inclined. What's your plans for the rest of the night? You had a decent night's rest. I mean, pretty damn awesome.
We still need to go and talk to JJ, and then we can do it for the rest of the night. We can go check all the abandoned
Buildings and stuff. Yeah.
buildings and stuff and farms and stuff. I don't think there's something else, but I feel like JJ most likely got some lackeys out that got some information.
I
Easy
think let's go get JJ. He is one of the people who knows the most, and I want to float the idea with you. Do you think we need to make a medical place for the insane people? I think, and like I've heard that it helps a lot of people to become more stable, like psychiatry.
And while he's saying this, he hands you a smoothie.
Yes, How hungry are you? Before I hand this to you?
I'm actually not that hungry. Like hunger one.
Okay, then I won't give him a smoothie. I will
So,
make
yeah, but like, so you want to put a shitload of crazy people in one building?
more like not the shitload, but just enough, just so that they can help each other away from society.
How the fuck is that going to work? It's just gonna put like a crate, like and who's gonna help? Like
Oh,
they're gonna help each other?
No, I'm gonna help them, and maybe I can hire some staff, some orderlies. I already have the idea of how the roof is gonna look, green, but I have a plan. And like I oversee it a lot, and I will basically talk this idea as Luana has now just gotten the idea of creating a sane asylum because he needs something.
Yeah,
Well,
what?
I support this, but I promise you, I don't think there's gonna be this is going to be a future like
They're doing it
adventure.
in America.
They are pretty
Yes.
crazy people.
Yes, and it's been helping. They've knocked there's apparently these baths that they boil people's demons out, mental illnesses. Like there's horrible, interesting things that they are designing. I think I'll optimize some of their horrific experiments.
Well, if there's someone like that can help insanely fucked up, crazy people, it's you. I know that you can. Your science experiments are hectic, so
Well, I'll try my best. As I said, trying to help plus it could help us actually find more monsters because monsters are insane. Or like, oh, I saw someone eating from me. Oh, now I'm in a insane asylum. Oh, where that person eat from you?
that's actually good.
Mm.
Where
gonna
from
get-
yeah.
I'm gonna get all my stuff,
Hmm.
right? And I like your idea. And is your patient that you have now is he okay?
Yeah, he's upstairs. I gave him. I'll go in. Is he still upstairs?
Yeah, he's still
Or is he
upstairs.
leaving? Yeah. I'll just say.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He has free reign. He's gonna eat all the food. Just make coffee or tea.
That's
I will
perfect.
replace the things, but
The only thing that scares me is the books.
oh no, he knows not to go in there. I
Okay,
trust
okay.
him. Like the thing is, like he seems.
He
nice.
can't get around without any help.
That's also true.
Yeah, that's
We can
fine.
also lock the door.
Well, that's also a thing. And also the weapons, because the fact that he might hurt himself or. Okay, I'm gonna make ready, and when you're ready, just let me know. Maybe we can make coffee for the road. Let me see what I can do. Don't worry, I'll make for you as well. And then when you're ready, just let me know, and we can hit one on the road.
All right, the
Where
camera
did you put the
fades.
sugar?
Where do you put the sugar? Camera fades out, and we find a very frantic JJ looking at the scene in front of him.
I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys so much. It's coming. It'll come back to you. It's all honest. Okay. So I am shitting myself for multiple reasons. One, I just killed somebody. It's like a pretty big thing. That was not on my plans ever. Two, this is the first time I actually tried to feed off someone and they fucking died. So that's great. That's great. That definitely doesn't change my perspective on like feeding on people at all whatsoever. And then three, I'm like, oh shit. Not only did I kill someone, I go kill someone in a place where there's a bunch of people. And now I have to not only get rid of this body, but first of all, I have to get this body out of here without being found. I want to search the room quickly. I'm looking for a few things. One, if it's a proper like hotel room, they should have a bathroom, which means they should have a shower, which means they would have a shower curtain. Second of all, I want to see if there's anything else in there, like maybe there's a bag or some type of luggage thing, because ultimately this is my plan. If I can, and I'm also looking for maybe randomly something that I can use, like a towel or tape or something. So there's 3 steps to this. One, I need to make sure that this body doesn't bleed further because I can't be walking out with a total of blood behind me. That's not great. 2, I need to wrap up this body and get rid of the sheets and the woman. So I mean, wrapping them up makes sense. So I would wrap them up in the bed sheets, and then over that I would wrap them up in the shower curtain, double wrapped. And 3, I have to find something to stuff the body in so that I could, even if I sneakily jump out a window or something, at least if anyone happens to see me, they don't see me with a massive body-sized thing running away.
You asked your plan. Your first step in the plan was brilliant. It gives you another wits and awareness roll because you need to notice something.
Come on, dice, save me. Let's go, baby.
Ooh, so good, so good. So you're looking at the body, trying to see if it'll bleed and whatnot. Some of the blood has already been seeping out through the door that connects the hallway. If you open the door slightly, there's a tiny bit of red patch just in front of the door. Like, I'm talking about yay big patch on the ground. About fist size.
Fuck me. If there's multiple towels,
No.
first.
You'll first stop that.
Yeah, I'll first stop that. So hopefully there's more than one. So I can like clean that, creak the door, creak a little more to peek the other side if it's clear. As
Right.
much as I can.
As much as you can. Are you going to leave a towel outside to cover it up, or just dry it up as much as you can?
I'm going to leave a towel out
Okay.
because it feels like they're less likely to think it's blood and more likely to think, someone spilled something, and oh shame, they like put a towel there. So I'll do that and close the door again.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm looking for the other stuff.
Shower curtain, not your... Roll me a d100 to see what type of shower curtain it is. If it's the one you're looking for or not. Simple as that. It's a beaded shower curtain.
Fuck!
You know, this is classed as a hotel, and this room is probably the room that's being rented almost by the hour. This is the
that's
type of
dope.
room.
So I
It's
have
one
a
of-
time limit. That's awesome. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
You don't
I'm
have a
going
time
to-
limit. I'm just saying this is where where
Fun stuff happens.
sexual stuff happens. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Screw that. I'm going to wrap all the bedding.
Mm.
Because then at least it looks like it also doesn't just look like randomly there's nothing. It looks like I don't know, someone took the bedding away to be cleaned and then forgot to bring stuff back or whatever.
Mm.
So we'll start with that. I think what I'll do is I'll put like a duvet or whatever on the bottom, move the body on there so they're not seeping into the blood isn't seeping into the bed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna do this. Did I like messily? Is it like a chunk out of her, or is it just the dots? Is it just
Oh
the
no,
blood mark?
there's accidentally a chunk out of her. You need to figure out how to do this. Remember, let me just put it to you this way: the way the reason why it was easier to feed in your previous campaign is you guys sort of were vampires for a bit.
For a little bit.
So you this is you testing out the waters and being like, oh fuck.
First time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least it doesn't exactly scream vampire. So that's cool. Because
Yeah.
if it was just two dots, I'd have to stab her in the neck.
No, it was chunks. It was a chunk, and that's why like the blood like splattered across the wall and seeped underneath the door.
Fuck. Shit.
So you're busy wrapping her up. I'm gonna give you. We're gonna fade back to Marta. What room are you working on next?
I am.
You put the
working-
finishing. Let's say you put the finishing touches on tonight on the library, but it's like literally,
Okay.
or it's literally just like making sure the shelves are fastened well enough, and
Yes.
you lean a bit on it, make sure you just to put the finishing touches on it. Yeah.
Yes, so I'm moving on to the girls' room.
What are you going to do in the girls' room? What's that used for?
Set up a lab for Luan.
So essentially, just a bunch of tables.
Yep.
Basically.
Until he brings his equipment.
Yeah. Well, luckily you're on a farm. You've got wood and everything, so you've got that sorted out. Remember, you still need to sort out the iron bits for the cage you want to build.
But I don't think anyone's open at the moment. So
Oh, no. You have to find a way to get someone during the day and
yeah,
physically go and order
So-
it. Yeah.
that was part of my next plan, was to ask Luan or Jan to get the steel
Okay.
rods for us.
You'll probably see them later during the night. I mean, I guess you'll see all three of them later during the night. I mean, it's no. I mean, you'll see JJ. JJ might actually know someone that can help out with that at a fairly decent price, or yeah. And so you're busy working on the tables and hammering them together. And back to the two mortals, semi-mortals. So you're making your way to JJ's place.
Yes.
Yes. Nothing much happens on the way. You're just talking, and every time when people get closer, you go in a bit more hushed tones when you're talking about certain things. And at his place, funnily enough, the lights are on, but the lights are on in the office area. And a smallish child pops out and like, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Medicine Guy.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Yes. How can I help you tonight?
We're looking for JJ. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jan, you can continue.
No, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. Like, I was just looking for JJ.
Oh, he left in a hurry. I couldn't even give him the daily updates of what was happening in the town. He left in a hurry.
Which way did he go?
He went, as far as I know, he went that way, and he points in a direction in the street. There's a bank, there's a hotel, there's part of the marketplace is there. Yeah.
Maybe he went. We could start with the bank.
maybe the bank or the marketplace. That's the only two places I can think. Like, obviously, he would have gone. Do you want? May I ask what is the interesting things you've heard in town? Was that only for JJ's ears?
Technically, it's only for JJ's ears because he needs to tell me what story I need to focus on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
But
just
I
sure.
can tell you that one thing that caught the attention is specifically Lady Tiffany. She and we saw smoke in the distance, and she came back running and said, "No, cave is on fire." Yeah.
Okay.
So that was interesting. That was the big thing today.
Mountain
It
fires
smelled
are-
like there were a bunch of pigs in there. In that case.
Maybe
Sad.
some animals hid there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he went that way, and yeah, that's all I can tell you.
answer, So nothing of like, oh, he's at the market or at the bank or anything like that.
Well,
Yeah.
he might be at the market. The bank is closed.
Mhm.
He might be at the market for the late night people.
What does he usually do when he goes that way?
I don't know. He usually goes and talk to random people.
Of course he does.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. Just tell if you see judges. We were here.
Okay. We'll do. We'll do. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, let me get back to this. I need to sort out if he's not here tonight. I need to make some stories. I need to figure out what story should go where.
Mm. It's good. It's a hard choice, but he's been training you well.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint.
I think so.
We're reading.
Yeah, you're reading. Yeah, of course. And you head off, and he heads back in. And you just hear him. Okay, fuckers. Hy kom nie terug nie. Ons moet fucking werk. We must fucking work. Kom. Kom,
Yeah,
Boezer. Kom.
He's raising a dictator. I don't know if
fuck
that's
did you-
good or bad.
What did you become?
Just like it's supposed to be. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what that's called? That's called efficiency. You know what that's called? That's called capitalism.
I
Pull
hear,
yourself up by your bootstraps and you work and you make
I-
that paper.
I hear JJ speaking from the Protea Hotel. Let's go that way.
Listen, I'm already dead, so I'm screwed tonight.
If there's anything you're hearing, it's probably like fuck, 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 fuck.
That's kind of funny.
It's worse than that.
You can hide him. We'll make sure that we are going to the market. We don't ignore the hotel.
You're going
Unless
to the
we
market.
smell blood on the way.
Obviously, you go to the market, and stalls are busy closing. People just selling some final bits of fruit here and there. Some very delicious biltong.
Ooh.
And some homegrown beer.
These are very good. Do you see JJ? Your eyes are better than mine. I'm not as aware as you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna basically look around, see if I see JJ.
No matter what your wits and awareness is, you won't find JJ.
Because I'm also looking, I'm seeing if because I did like see all Peters.
Yeah.
Do I see any of them?
Yeah. The guy at the biltong stall.
And I basically like elbow, almost elbow tap.
Ankle me, yes.
Foot comes up.
Like the Zoan is like.
Yeah. Smell it, now take it.
And I basically tell him like, that's actually one of the suspects. One of
Oh.
the Peters.
Well, was he out during the day?
He was.
So he's not a vampire.
We might just ask questions. Maybe we're lucky.
True. Let's go ask him.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Oh, hello. Can I interest you in some lekker biltong?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Do you have money on you, Luan?
What types do you have?
I've got lekker rugstring biltong
Yes.
and some flank and some
Seaside.
Only
and
beef
some
or
and he
do you have
takes down
Side.
what? Only beef. I've got
only beef or some eland? beef
oh
or
wilds wild biltong. Yes.
Just ask him
Yes,
to
yes,
go.
yes.
Kudu.
Yeah.
Gamesbok.
All of the bokke.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How long have you been making biltong?
Oh,
Here in
it's a family business. And the thing is, I've got so many specials. I'll even go as far as to say that I'll give you a special and I'll be cutting my own throat by giving you that special.
Okay.
What's the special?
Well, you can have this nice and juicy Volts flank biltong for just 10 rand.
That's cock expensive.
And he shows you it's this moerse fucking stick. It's like a
not.
massive piece.
I think that's
100% guaranteed to be mostly meat.
Yeah. So, do you have like a photo of like your ancestors that started the biltong business? Like grandpappy.
You can talk to my father. He's at his home.
No. What's your father's name? What's it? Is it Peter's like family name or?
No, he calls himself. His name is Dibbler.
Dibbler.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's his nickname that he goes by in the streets. And then he mentioned
Oh.
something about sheets, but I'm not entirely sure what that is.
So fuck you.
So, wag, laat ek net gou lag voordat ek aangaan. Let me just
We know
laugh before I
Dibbler,
can.
right? As he said that, like we're thinking like through the town, like
Yeah,
What's the name,
Dibbler,
Dibbler?
yeah, it's basically they own a farm and they own a wildlife farm area. And they do usually like. This is not really biltong to make biltong, but it seems like they know their shit well enough to make biltong all year round.
All the Peters are they just like that I see? Were they like different ages or were they mostly like the same age?
Oh no, they were different ages, but when you say roughly the same age group, between 20 and 30,
Yes.
maybe 35.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were all toiling during the day.
But were they like would you say like some of them in the like same class, like same age, like that, or is it like vastly different?
What do you mean?
Like you can have like sometimes have like two Luans in a class if they're like in the same school.
Oh, well, like I said, some of them are roughly the same age. And they could have gone to the same school if they did go to school. And some of them are older, so it's no real. Yeah, there's no. It's like literally a mix and mash of all the Peters you can find in Bloem.
would you find it strange if we knew his name is Peter?
No, everybody knows him.
I was like, Peter, I have a question.
Yes.
So, you know, there's only like 4 or 5 Peters in Bloem, right?
A little bit more than that.
Oh, well, you're one of the nicer ones, gonna be honest.
Okay.
But I've heard about some. I don't know. I've heard about a Peter that's not from town that has been coming through here. Have you heard anything about it, or am I just misremembering? Like, do you know anyone new who's in town? It's just that there's been odd goings around, like the fire that burned there at the mountains, the ghost house fire as well. Like, we're just curious.
Like I said, like a lot of people know me, and I'm quite popular in these here parts. I do have someone that randomly comes through and says he wants to make his own biltong. So he usually orders like raw slabs of meat off of me. Mostly meat products, guaranteed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
He comes
And
and he gets around. I mean, it's almost like clockwork. He was here 2-3 nights ago. That's the only reason why I stay open until late, because sometimes he pitches up and he wants some raw meat because he wants to make his own biltong. It's about once a month, maybe twice a month that he comes through.
And does he only come at late? He probably has work then during the day.
Yeah, he looks like your typical he looks like your typical farmer. So they work from sunrise till sundown. So
Yeah. Do you have a name?
yeah, Pete.
Pete.
Huh.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah, not Peter, but Pete.
Pete.
That's very interesting. Very good to know. Ah.
He's got a foreign
But-
accent as well. Like he's from India or somewhere.
Oh.
That's why he popped up in my mind.
I think. What is his vibe? Like, does it look like he's potentially dangerous and doing the burning, or does he seem like a nice guy, or don't you know?
He's a nice guy. He gives me money.
That's kind of... Okay. Well, that's very good to know.
Could
You
I
know where
interest
it's
you in a
from?
sausage and a bun?
Oh yes, yes.
Yes.
I do like some sausages and buns a lot. Yeah, I said we'll buy. Like, don't worry. This is so curious. Do you know which direction his farm is?
Oh no, I just see him when he gets to the marketplace. So I wouldn't know which area, which direction he came from.
Good to know.
Like as long as there's money, I don't really worry about where you're from or what you're doing, as long as you're buying.
That's true.
I like that. Well, I'll take that giant slab. Do you want a bun with a hot dog? Oh, sorry, a bun with a wors, Jan?
I'm basically going on a diet. Only protein.
Okay.
Protein shakes.
Then I'll take that one. But yeah, no.
Yeah, this hot dog, this sausage in a bun is meat guaranteed.
Oh.
Yes.
It's guaranteed meat.
Shit.
It's guaranteed meat.
That's impressive because it's very hard to actually guarantee meat these days.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I will wrap up my biltong and my bun, and we walk as I don't eat.
That's good.
Can we quickly make I just want to make a detour.
Yeah.
I want to drop these things off at like the community across the train tracks because I'm not gonna eat them.
We also we might as well go. I think of Mariska. I don't know where JJ is, and then we can maybe tell Mariska.
You mean Marta?
Cutting out.
You're cutting out so hectically at the moment.
Sorry. I mean, we can go to. I don't know.
You can go to. Yeah.
We can go to Marta and see if we can see what we know, and then maybe I don't know what JJ is.
I think
At
that's
all.
a good idea. Let's maybe or JJ went past Marta. As I said, I just want to give the community something because I'm trying to get on people's good side. Okay, we'll go
Back
that direction.
back at the very relaxed, not stressed at all, JJ Milan. You've gotten the body wrapped up in sheets, but not ready for the streets yet. You've got a body shaped wrapping
Thing. Yeah.
on the bed.
on the floor because I took her off the bed because I
Ah.
didn't want to get more blood on the bed, and I'm hoping that there is no blood on the bed because then I'm fucked.
Well, luckily not. As
Okay, cool.
if the bed sheets had to be some form of liquid resistant bed sheets.
Well, I mean, they know what's going on there,
Mhm.
so makes sense, you know. Um, she's not wearing her clothes, most likely. It'd be weird if she was.
No, her
So I'm
her
gonna have to
clothes
take a.
are in tatters all around the place.
Well, I'm gonna take a piece of her clothes that I can use as a rag and like clean the walls, so at least it's like I'm not gonna fix this whole thing and then probably find something because that's gonna happen. But I mean, at least if I can get rid of as most of it as possible, and the longer time I have to get away with this, if I can get out of here and get rid of the body in one piece, then that does me favors.
You hear a knock at the door.
Fuck!
Housekeeping. Oh, what's this towel doing here? Ah, wine again. Ah, and you hear footsteps walk off.
I like held my breath the entire time, which, funnily enough, then I realized, oh yeah, I don't need to breathe.
You don't.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. It doesn't burn and like scream for me to breathe again. Hmm, interesting. Anyway, I double checked the door just to make sure I did lock it because at one point I have opened it recently, so
Oh no, it's
with that
locked.
scare,
It's locked.
I check. Okay, so I have a body-sized
Body shaped wrap.
body-shaped and body-sized wrapped object that I need to carry out. Um, huh.
You did
What
check.
floor am I
You
on?
did check the window. No, you're on the ground floor.
Okay, that makes things easier.
You did check the window. It's got one of those ornamental railings in front of it. No one can. You can't get out. You can't get in.
How well do I know this place?
In what way? Are you saying how well do I know the place? The layout?
Yeah, like a bit of the layout. If I were to, if would there be an alternate option of walking out the front door?
Well, essentially, the front desk is about. It's literally you walk in, front desk, hotel area or the restaurant area, and then just around the corner from the front desk, the rooms start. The lower floor rooms are all for the one night stay type of people, and the upper floor rooms are for longer stay. The lower floor rooms are for sexy time,
Mm-hmm.
usually, yeah. It's usually rented
There's
out
no,
by people like Elsie and those, yeah.
yeah, there's no emergency door, eh?
So essentially, if you walk out, the front desk will see you if someone's at the front desk. And you have to walk between the front desk and the restaurant area, and if there's people there, they'll definitely see you.
See, this is where not having strength is a problem. I have to use my skills.
Yes, you do.
Fuck.
A good practice run for your newly found skills.
Mm-hmm.
Lie. Tell them she took her own life dramatically.
See, I thought about that. You could get away with that on like One person. Few people max. Problem is, we have a police force and they'd love to work. And two, they might be a bunch of people. So,
You're only slightly
I think
fucked.
I'm slightly. No, I still have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the plan. This is still a hotel room. I will still a hotel, which means I should be able to get like a suitcase. It would be out of my grasp.
Mm. Where would you want to get a said suitcase?
Well, I'll probably have to go out and go charm one of the people that work there, maybe even the housekeeping people or someone like that that would maybe know of, there's always things that people forget.
Oh, lost and found.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can gooi a little compel here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not here and there, but just one time, get someone to go get me a suitcase at Lost and Found. I'm afraid that they have a suitcase or some other type of large luggage bag. Stuff the body in it, and then either try and make no scene or make a massive one that people just pay attention to what I'm doing and not that I'm walking around with a massive bag. And then I walk out, and then from there we'll figure it out.
From there, you'll figure it out. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. And while you're thinking about this, you do see a thing, one of those cardboard boxes that says "Do Not Disturb," that you can put on the outside of the door.
I definitely put that on.
You know, if only you
Oh.
had friends to try and contact.
Oh no, fuck my friends. I don't trust those people at all. I know exactly who to contact. The problem here's the thing. Here's the problem. We take it back to the old times. You don't have a phone, so like you don't really have phones. I can't really text people and be like, "Hey yo, ha,
I fucked up.
hmm Unless I do have a telephone, in which case I do have a contact.
Who would you phone? There's a phone in the front desk. At the front desk that you can use. There is a phone at the front
These are
desk you can
veterans.
use.
Veteran plays.
Yeah, there is a phone at the front desk you can use.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out, close the door. Well, no, first I'm gonna check the mirror. Do I look good?
Yeah, there's a bit of blood on you.
Wash the blood off.
Did you... What are you wearing? I mean, you need
Same as I'm. It's
a fancy suit.
It's a fancy suit, but I would have taken the jacket.
Luckily, you
and
were naked when shit happened, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And you can hide the bit of blood splatter. You can just, if you wipe it off and you just pull the shirt over it.
Fix myself up. I'll walk out. Go to the front desk. There's one person at the front desk or two people at the front desk.
One. Philip.
Philip.
It says so on his badge. Hello, my name is Philip. My name are Philip.
So,
good evening, sir. How can I help you?
Good evening, Philip. And I want to activate compel.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him to go get me a large luggage bag from Lost and Found.
Well, you don't need to roll for it because it's an unprepared mortal. So what do you want to do? What's your single action command you're going to give him?
The single action command is to go find me a large luggage bag from Lost and Found. Find me the largest luggage bag from Lost and Found.
Okay. His eyes glaze over for a few seconds. He's like, okay, sure. And he turns around, opens the door behind the front desk. Man, it's probably not even 30 seconds. He comes back with a reasonably large suitcase.
Thank you so much.
Anything else I
Greatly
can help you
appreciate-
with, sir?
Do you mind if I make a phone call?
Oh, of course. Is it going to be local?
Yes, yes.
Of course, yes, you may.
So I'll make the phone call to the warden.
Mm-hmm. The switch bitch answers like, oh yeah, the wardens, I'll send you through. And while you're waiting for it to be picked up, you hear in the background, where's Julie? She hasn't returned from her break yet. Maybe we should go and find her. Maybe, you know what? She might have picked up someone. And, I mean, she's quite the village bicycle, you know what I mean? And they start laughing and everything. And they like, yeah, but she's been on a break for quite a while now. We need to find her. She needs to work. We can't be doing her tables the whole night. You hear a familiar voice pick up the phone on the other side. It's Sipo. Good evening.
Good evening, Sipo. And I'm speaking enough to like I'm facing away from the other people, and I'm speaking like trying to speak as softly enough so that Sipo can hear me,
Mm-hmm.
but other people
Yeah.
can't really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hi Sipo, would I be able to speak to the warden directly?
Of course, he's just woken up and had his dinner. I can get him for you. Give me a few. He goes and you hear, like in the background, you hear like, who's it that called? He's like, I don't know. He wanted to talk to you directly. I don't know. And after a while, you hear the warden's footsteps and then eventually his voice. Good evening, Henry Warden speaking.
Hi, Henry. This is JJ.
Oh, hi.
So I have a little bit of a conundrum. Type that people in our situation, you know, could face. So I'm at the hotel room, and I'm going to need as much help as possible because my conundrum requires me to leave with something, and let's just say I was a bit parched, a bit too parched, and I'm now left with this issue.
Did anyone see you?
Not yet.
Did anyone see you and the girl and the person enter the room?
That I do not know.
Is anyone suspicious?
Of the whereabouts of that, they've been gone a little too long. That's the one thing.
I don't have anyone close enough by to help you out, what I suggest you do is you get her in a suitcase or something, or get the body in a suitcase or something. You might be a little bit creative with how the body fits in the suitcase. Suitcases aren't fit for bodies, usually. And then just walk out.
That is, luckily enough, we think alike. Is it okay if I make my way to you? Because you would be the best to help me handle the rest of this.
Yeah.
Would you have any advice?
Well, depending on the size of the suitcase, you might need to see if you can get yourself a cleaver of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, so that the body can fit. And if it can't, you might need to get another suitcase.
Okay.
And then just a quick thing, make sure the suitcase is lined with material. Because if you do need to use the cleaver, there will be blood seeping out of it.
Okay, we'll note that.
All right,
And
I'll await your... I'll send people out to help you out, but they're not going to be there for another 20-30 minutes.
That's fine. I think I can figure it out within that time.
All right.
Thank you so much.
How to get away with murder.
How to murder friends and influence people.
Click. And in a swift motion, click. I've noted with a bag is, so I click. Thank you so much once again.
No problem,
take the
sir.
bag and just walk off.
What's the news story's going to be tomorrow? And then you're in the room. Okay. Marta, it's time to do your nightly rounds.
Yes, I'm ready for it.
It's time to do your nightly rounds. It's 9 o'clock at night. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and the cat is behind you now. Yes. How far around your neighborhood are you gonna... Around this neighborhood are you gonna patrol? How long do you want your patrol to be?
Well, I want to patrol the entire outskirts of this area. I want to do a full walk around of the area.
Okay, so part of the house does face into the market. Well, at least you say the entire outskirts of this area. So you're probably going to go like 2 or 3 houses to each side, and basically the block, if there was a block. Okay, yeah, you do that. Nothing catches your eye. And let's see here. You do see, like, as you do your patrol, you do see like other policemen in the distance. You know, it's sort of like it's set up in such a way that they have eye contact with each other.
Yeah.
As they do their nightly routines. It is, for the little amount of police force that they have, it is actually quite efficient.
Okay.
It is really, really quite efficient. You don't run into anyone that grabs your attention specifically. There's no... I mean, it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know, it's as busy as 9 o'clock at night on a semi-rural town in the 1920s. Yeah.
Can I then also do a walk around the Lukasi?
Oh, yes, you can.
Yes, that's the main area I want to patrol to see, make sure none of them, not more of them go missing.
All right. As you head towards that area, the location, you run into 2 familiar faces.
Oh.
Oh, Marta.
Hey.
Hey. Was just about to go and patrol around here.
Great. I'm actually here to give showing the food. We bought food because we found out that Piet is a individual that comes every month and buys raw pieces of meat.
Hey, That's good
Yeah.
information to have. So we can then just scope out that stall,
Skull.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then follow him wherever he goes.
Yes, and then murder him. Or
Yes.
capture him, we'll see. But yeah, I just wanna give them this food because I cannot eat it. Plus, I don't want them to hate me.
I understand. I'll
Well,
walk with you guys.
thank
Yeah.
you.
We can also check for like abandoned buildings on the way. Maybe
Yes,
find something.
Maybe
sounds
maybe
good.
we should ask around here for missing people. Actually,
True. That would be
Bec-
interesting.
because we look around, do we see any police here?
No.
But I think actually, yeah, let's go. There was a woman here who I paid to get access to materials. Do you think we should go to her? Do you think we need a fresh
Um,
face?
Do we know if there's like a village elder here, someone semi in charge?
It's generally set up in the way that certain sections have got their, let's call it, village elders. It's just the
Okay.
oldest person in the area.
Yes, yes.
They don't really. They generally. What happens is they generally. All the old people of an area will meet up like once or twice a week, sit on
Okay.
sit in the on chairs in the garden, on someone's garden, and just talk about stuff. So it's sort of like a communal eldership, if you want to call it.
Council.
Yeah, it's sort of like a council. Yeah.
Would it be possible that Marta would have given them like a Christmas treat every year, like a full sheep for the village?
I probably think you would have, because you
Yeah.
probably have relied on them in the past to help you out.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you would know someone, and you can give them their name.
Okay.
But you would know someone. You wouldn't know where exactly they lived, because usually they're at your farm when you give them the stuff. But you do know their names, and you can ask around where they live.
Okay.
Yeah. And the first, you ask someone where they live, whatever his or her name is.
Elijah.
Elijah. Elias. Yes, Elijah. And they mention to you, but they talk to you and they say, okay, cool, just down this street, turn right there, turn left there, and all of that. And you do see they're a bit hesitant. You do pick up they're a bit hesitant to talk. They talk to you,
Yes.
but they ignore someone completely.
I understand.
Yes.
He's here to make amends. He made a mistake and he is sorry for that.
He's the reason why Mpo got beat up.
But he is currently taking care of him, trying to get him.
I'll
on the
believe it
mends again.
when I see Mpo again.
I understand that. That's perfectly fair.
Yeah, and just tread lightly.
Will do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The only reason he's still standing is because you're here.
I understand.
And that is not a veiled threat. The only reason he's still standing is because you're here. We respect you.
Thank you. And I respect all of you.
There we go. So you find Elijah's place. They're busy cooking food. They're busy braaiing. And he recognizes you and is like, "Ah, Miss Creer,
Hey, Elijah.
how are
How
you?" And he just looks at you. "How are you tonight?"
I'm worried. I feel like some of your people have gone missing and nobody's doing anything.
Yeah, it's his
to-
fault.
I understand.
No, it's not.
He made a very bad choice.
Mm.
W- made a-
Unbeknownst of me,
he made a deal with the wrong cop, and but he is currently making
yeah.
sure Mpo gets better.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Mpo gets better. Okay, I'll believe it
Yes.
when I see him.
Yes, he's currently at the Mason's Lodge. As soon as he can fully walk again, we'll bring him. I want to apologize. I said there's not gonna be enough, but here is a massive slab of biltong and a breekie of a sausage in it. Um, and as I said, my intent was to help. I did not expect people to be such horrific individuals, and I'm glad he got apparently punished.
Yeah, Miss Tiffany Aking helped out in both cases.
Mm, mm,
Yes, Miss Aking helped.
yeah,
He helps
but
a
as
lot.
I but as I said, I will take care of him. Bring him back as soon as I know he is healthy.
Well,
And
let me put it
we're-
to you this way: do not try and help us again. Miss Aking is enough for us.
mm,
Elijah, I was wondering,
Hmm.
apart from Mpo, has anyone else gone missing or anything like that?
Well, there's always people going missing or going away.
Okay.
Other opportunities in other towns and whatnot. So not really missing, but
Yes.
they're going away.
Okay.
Lately, a lot of people have been moving towards a place called Winburg.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently there's like massive farms over there.
I see.
Yeah, a little bit more. There's enough farms here. There could be more.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, and they usually take the train to Winburg.
Okay.
Mm.
Do they come back?
Mm, not that. They send money every now and again,
Okay.
but none of them has returned yet.
Okay.
It's been going on for about a year.
Okay. Well, we've run into some off folk. They
Like him.
more dangerous than him.
Nah, there's no one more dangerous than him.
Trust me, there is.
We've run into a group of people that kill people just because they can. So I was wondering if you'd allow if I can just patrol around this area like a few times a night just to make sure
As long as it's
that
only
that
you.
person. Yes, it will be only me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because if he's there, he'll get someone to come and grab one of us again.
Understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final question.
Have you seen a new farmer that came to town? European. Some people say he sounds like Indian. And yeah, new.
Oh yeah, he's from Winburg. The Indian guy, he's from Winburg.
Do you know exactly where this farm is?
Somewhere near Winburg.
Okay.
He comes by on a train every now and again. Gets a bunch of us. Gives us a lot of money. As a sort of a, hey, thank you for moving. And then, yeah, they go on the train.
That sounds interesting. Well, we got what we came for, guys.
mhm.
You must have a great night. And be safe. And we are sorry. And if you want to come see your friend, you can come to the mansion. He is
Thank you,
still
Lodge.
injured.
We'll think about it. have yourself a great night.
You as well.
As they walk away,
Oh, I'm not walking away yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll look at him and say, "Be careful with this Pietro, because I think you may be selling your people to him." And I'll turn around and walk out.
As they leave, I'll turn to Elijah and I'm like, I might need some farm workers to help out on the farm during the day. Do you have any recommendations? I'll need probably about 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, of course. I can organize with you, and I'll be the team leader.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll call
You can be a
ourselves Team
supervisor.
Rocket or something. I don't know,
I love that.
because we'd get things
Okay.
done quick.
Yes.
Yes,
I know you always do.
yes. Okay, when do you want us to start? I mean, you'll
On
probably have to give me a day at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking starting on Monday, then it gives you the rest of the week
Okay,
to organize.
fine. And you're next to the warden's place, which is an amazing place to be. We'll see some of our friends while
Yes.
we're working there. Yeah, okay, cool.
Exactly. You guys
Yeah.
can have lunch together.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then maybe we as a group can go see Mpo.
Exactly.
Make sure he's healthy.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay,
Safety in numbers.
all right. Yeah, definitely. And you turn around and walk away?
I'll tell him that I'll leave a to-do list on the door
Mm-hmm.
and with the wages next to it on the coffee table next to the door.
Okay. As you turn to leave, you see them throw away the biltong and the sausage roll. Yeah. It goes
Understandable.
literally into the fire. It's like, yeah. We shall not eat
Not
tainted food. No, they're holding a grudge.
Yeah.
And so you walk off.
Yes.
Where do you walk to? I'm sorry, Mr. Luan. They're really pissed off. They're really pissed off, and I'm glad you didn't come here alone.
The Yakubian devils just offered us poisoned food. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I'll walk with Luan and Jan to the edge of the Lucasi and make sure they get out all right.
Okay.
And then I'll do a patrol around the area.
Around the area. Okay, so your patrol area will... You keep on dodging the hotel. I love it. You keep on dodging the hotel. Where are you guys going next? Where's Luan and Jan Hendrik going tonight?
I could see that that bothered you.
Mhm.
If you want, we can keep looking, or we can go home. Maybe the experiments can make you feel better.
No, let's keep looking. I am in a mood.
I understand.
Yes,
Uh,
and I like how none of you or Marta, because they aren't going to listen to me, didn't decide to tell them that they should not mess with this Pietro. So I do hope they sell their individuals and realize that they're just dead.
I don't think they would have listened.
To Marta, they would have listened. But as I said, she's nothing but an idiot, and I will walk off in a direction. You see, he's in a very bad mood all of a sudden.
Yeah. And you see Jan Hendrik's like basically just walking. He must have a great have a great night. Marta, or is Marta already gone? I don't know.
She's already gone.
She's already gone. He wouldn't have talked shit in front of her.
Yeah.
No, I would not have.
Oh
There's
shit!
no-
Okay, that's
He
fine.
lets the anger seethe until
Yes.
they're gone, and then he blurts it out.
Yes, yes, he's.
You just hear like Jan Hendrik basically as he walks behind Luan, very angry. That Luan, if we play our cards right, we will be killing our first vampire, and we may most likely stop him. That, or we just stop a cult, or bad people, or
Yeah,
I don't really know
we'll
what they
stop.
are.
We'll stop the bad people. The thing is that whoever the individuals are, they knew things. But it's odd that, according to Henry, that the vampires don't do anything, but Piet apparently has a connection to this.
Hmm.
I don't know. Something is worrisome.
Something is, and I agree. And I've been noticing something is protecting that guy. And I don't know
Which
what
guy?
it is. The Piet guy.
How do you mean?
How do you kill in someone else's territory?
You, the thing is, if it works very similar to a normal monarchy, um, because they use the title prince, the person has full power over the domain, but not kings don't always have all the power because there's always a stronger king, a stronger army, um, but also rats. That thing. The thing is, like, he may be allowing it, or he didn't know about the killing, or they're killing them outside. Because there's a stasis, that means that some of those bodies could have been there for years, ironically, before anything, because time didn't move.
True.
Meaning this could have been going on for much longer. I don't know even what his range is. Is it only Bloemfontein? Is it the entire Free State? I don't know how large his
Yeah.
land is. Territory.
I just wish, like, if we can find JJ, because I just want him to know, like, is there like any weird things coming from that random town, or I don't know where the fuck that place is, but like JJ would most likely know. He is a person that is all ears, but I don't know where he is.
What do I know about Windberg?
Windberg is essentially a, and I'm being very historically inaccurate here, so I'm just going to say it's a recently founded community of farmers. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's say agricultural land there is amazing. Also historically inaccurate, most likely, but yeah.
It's fucking Oranje. Holy shit. So, yeah. So we're just gonna search. If you do find anything, yeah, I don't like. We might not find anything now, but I have a feeling that we found all the information that we're supposed to find. In my opinion.
We have a lot. We can actually just climb on a train and go to Windberg tomorrow,
I agree.
ironically.
We can. We just have
Maybe
to.
we should.
Yeah. We might just need a little bit of planning. And I have an idea. If this massive, powerful vampire is as strong as you say he is, right? We need to see if he really has power over this area. If we can leak that we know someone is hunting on this ground, and he doesn't do anything, for example, then someone is protecting that guy. If the guy dies, okay, but then we don't have information though.
The problem is that his fingers are quite deep. He should know things. He has connections with. Again, Sipo is the one who threatened me
Yeah.
about the whole thing. So, what happens to the community, Sipo will know. Thus, they should know. This is the problem. It is strange. It's very strange, and that's why I don't trust Henry or Tiffany. Both of them are shady as fuck.
Which is true.
Yeah, and the whole morals of the greater good, and then they turned us all into monsters. So, I don't know.
I hear you. I hear you.
Let's go look for abandoned houses.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe find something.
All right.
Yes, to punch.
All right. The camera cuts back to a slightly less distraught JJ. For storyline purposes, you did organize a cleaver and a second suitcase.
Cool. So I'm assuming I'm back in the room
Yep.
with this dead woman. And I open the 2 suitcases. Are they lined?
You have to line them with something.
Okay. Ain't that a fun one now? I guess I'm already wrapping the body in the bedding. So I'll probably just end up using most of the bedding.
Mm. But you'll
So I'll
have to.
separate.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You'll have to hack away.
So this is the plan. I separate because whatever layers of bedding I have, probably I have, and then on what would be probably the thickest, like the duvet would be the thickest piece.
Mm.
So I would take the other stuff that I can and line and use whatever I can to line the bottom already. If I have like a flat sheet or a fitted sheet or something, okay, line the one with the one and line the other one with the other one, and then bring them close.
Pillowcases and whatnot, yeah.
And pillowcases and all of that. And then where I can, I cut it using the cleaver. It's just like trying to have difficulty because obviously it's a thinner thing. It's like cut the excess out and pat the other side of the suitcase to make sure that I'm covering both sides.
Yeah.
And then once I've sorted that out, then I'll start like, okay, what can we do here? We can do an arm. We can try and get from an arm. Okay.
You start hacking. And you take some points. It's a little bit difficult. Your strength is not good enough or you're not strong enough. You take the arm, put it underneath your killybuck, put your foot against the body, and you push. And it tears off. And you're busy with the other arm. And you hear a knock at the door.
I immediately stop, put the knife down,
A second knock.
and I quickly walk to the door, and I peek just my head out.
Hey, JJ. Henry sent me.
Okay.
Is your heart still beating?
It's just, so it's like, okay. Like literally, as I said it now, it's how JJ says it. And I, in one motion, stick my arm out and grab and pull it in, in the door, close the door.
He did not really clean the room up that well, because there's not chemicals to clean up blood off the wall, but there's slightly less. There's slightly less blood on the wall. There's blood on the floor a bit, and there's suitcases with the body sprayed over it. Less one arm.
What happened, JJ?
Before, don't speak. Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Before you judge me, this thing is a little more difficult. And I'd like to point out that no one teaches you these things, okay?
Okay.
So I'll start from the top. So I woke up quite famished, and I thought it'd be a simple, thing of, you meet somebody, you talk to them, have a great time, You get you have a little fun time. They have a good time. You have a good time, and you eat a little bit, and they just think, oh no, that's just like a weird sex thing. No, no, she died, and I'm fucked.
The beast got a bit strong,
I
didn't it?
didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I would like to point out I didn't mean to do it. I killed someone, dude. I
Well,
fucking killed someone. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. So uh, I like I got a suitcase because I was gonna shove it in the suitcase, and then I got on the phone with Henry, and then and then Henry said something about needing a cleaver and another suitcase, and then I tried to stuff it in the suitcase and it didn't work. So then I had to go, and then I got the suitcase and I got the cleaver and then I cut it off. I stripped the whole arm off.
just take a breath.
I
Take a moment, sit on the bed, take a moment.
If I sit in a bed, I'm probably gonna put blood on it. When I kind of like do the thing where you like lean over and you put your hands on like your knees, you just like,
And Marta will take the cleaver.
And continue the
Since-
thing.
Yeah, since she knows how to.
Yeah, you've
And
had
she has the
practice.
strength.
You have the practice with animals.
Yes.
And as you hack away
Is there-
the camera,
is there a radio in the room?
no.
Shit.
As you hack away,
It's
the
gonna play the
camera
ball.
fades out, and we see Luan and Jan Hendrik just looking around for abandoned buildings. And a familiar voice pops out as if you didn't see her. She's like, "Hello? Yes, but you guys are busy tonight. Oh, by the way, I make a lot more money now. Sticks and stones are still an income, but I kiss boys now, and they give me lots of money for that."
How are you still awake?
This is the best time to kiss boys. They don't want their mom and dads to see kissing happening. I made
don't-
40 rand today.
Holy shit.
Fuck! Damn!
Yeah, maybe you should also start doing this job. It seems very
Yeah.
useful.
Maybe, you know, you should just focus on playing sticks, like normal sticks, and throw people with flowers and do stupid
Oh,
shit.
I still make that money.
Yeah, like, you need to find a special boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't,
A special boy
don't-
with lots of money,
yes,
so that I
one.
can kiss him every night.
The best ones if they're like really, 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 really old, rich.
I don't want to kiss an old boy, old man.
Then they die. And then
You get all the money.
you don't have to. You have to kiss a boy again. But for now, maybe don't kiss so many boys. Wait for the the right one, the one that makes your heart like all happy and stuff, and like sell your roses and flowers and stuff.
I'll keep that in mind. Funny though, Auntie Martha didn't say that last night to me. She said Tanny Elsie would have been proud. Also, I saw her run into the hotel earlier tonight, like a few minutes ago.
Running or walking?
Sort of running.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. I tried to talk to her, but she was on a mission. Maybe she's kissing someone tonight there. Maybe she's following in Auntie Elsie's footsteps.
I don't think so.
Marta
Also-
wouldn't. I think
Yeah.
maybe.
Also, just to let you know, that if you stay out too late, there are wild animals that love to eat little girls that stay up too late. Basically, what happens?
You're saying basically what happened, she's darted off.
Okay, she's gonna go home now. Hopefully,
Yep, and fuck. Do you think Martha's okay that she had to dash? Because last time we were seeing her, she was surrounding the thing.
Yeah, we might just go check on her. Maybe she. I don't know. We just go check on her. It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, let's
Like,
go.
yeah. Just check on her, go home, and then basically call it a night.
Okay. We walk to the hotel.
You walk to the hotel, and the front desk guy, recognizes you and Marta being like, he's like, oh, she's in room 101
Oh.
with the newspaper
booked her?
guy, with the newspaper guy.
Oh shit! She found JJ.
Are they a thing? Is that what's happening? Because
I-
usually their rooms are for something.
I don't know anymore. He came out earlier tonight asking for luggages, and he phoned the warden, and then he went back into his room.
Luan will immediately go towards that room as he said he phoned the warden.
Both of you roll me a wits and awareness, please. As you, I take it you head to the room too, Mr. Jan Hendrik.
No, like Jan is like, Jan is gonna be. Listen, if you need me, just call me. I don't want to see JJ and Marta naked. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah, maybe you should stay behind. I agree.
Yeah, like just tell JJ the stuff that we know, and yeah,
Roll me wits and awareness there, Mr.
wits and awareness.
I am blind as a bat. Oh, you're blinder as a bat.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
storyline just keeps working. The storyline just
Yep.
keeps working. It is so freaking amazing. You would have noticed the blood splatter on the ground outside the door. You would have smelled blood, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe the smell of biltong is still stuck to your hands. You guys are busy. There's another knock at the door.
I do the same thing again. They're like, oh, fuck, no. So I like peek, but it's just my head. It's enough. It's
It's
like
just his
my
head, and you see him.
What the fuck did you do?
I'm kind of busy.
Do I smell blood?
Do you
Now,
smell it?
yes. Now.
I want to push the door open.
You
If
push the... Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is bad.
He pushes the
This is
door
very bad.
open. Roll me another wits and awareness there, Mr.
Is this a
Van
contested
Skalkwyk.
strength? Can he stop me from pushing?
Do you
the
want to
door?
stop him?
No, because I feel like he's stronger. That he would be strong enough to do it.
I'm
And it's not that I don't see. I've stuck my head out. I wouldn't have seen Jan, right? He wouldn't have been behind him. If I didn't see him,
Yeah, roll me a wits and awareness, because he's slightly behind him. But
No,
his
I'm-
hulking
I'm-
figure
he
might have...
but he
I'm still
walked
at
away.
I'm still at the like
Front
the,
desk.
Yeah.
But you can see the front desk from the door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You see him, and ... Jan Hendrik, roll me a wits and awareness.
Okay, no.
Oh no.
You see him, he sees you. You both see each other. What's your actions? What's JJ doing first? Let's start with JJ.
So I look at him, and the minute like our eyes meet, my face has like dread. I just like, and I'm just like,
You see, yeah, he did from a distance. Like, I'm not here.
He's fully
I'm not
clothed.
here.
He's fully clothed.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
You see my head, though,
I
like,
don't
you
want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just
So
don't wanna
as he does that, and then if he's pushing the door open, I'd let him, because I can see Jan's there. So it's like, okay, at least he's not in front. So he opens the door, and as he opens the door, I try and do the same thing where I pull him and push the door close.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
You are
And then I
There's
lean
blood.
against the door, like I like.
Yeah, Nate was just awkwardly standing like in the, you know when people walk past you and you just like
Yeah.
I will look at. Sorry, someone offered me coffee, and you cannot say no to coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I will look at the. Do I see Martha busy cleaning?
She's busy cleaving.
It was a. Wait, before you, don't scream. It was an accident. It was an accident.
Did
It
you
was an
kill
accident.
someone?
It was an accident. I was hungry, and I thought, they told me, hey, you should go and people and stuff, and the warden, and then make it sound so fucking easy, and then I did it, and I was hungry, and then she fucking, and then I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. She was supposed to be fine. They said they walk out fine. They don't even. They said they liked it. Like they live, and they kind of find dude, I'm fucked. I don't know what to do.
You are fucked.
Listen. Okay, this is salvageable.
You
This is
killed
salvageable.
the
This is no. This is manageable. This is manageable. Listen, okay. Yes, that is a massive deal that I have to deal with, but, but, I'd like to point out two things. One, as I said, it was an accident. And two, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to make sure that I make it right for her and her family after the fact. But right now, I need to make sure that I walk out of this thing alive, because then no one benefits.
I made a promise to Jan. If any of us killed someone, their head is off. Let me out of the room, Judge.
I can't do that. You don't understand.
Did he freeze for all of you?
Yeah, he's like frozen.
Yes.
Ow.
Oh, there we go.
Who's
There we go.
who's
There we go.
freezing? Is it me?
Okay.
The last time you
It
said
was
was,
you.
you don't understand. Let me out of the room.
Yes.
Continue
let
from
me
there.
You don't understand. It is, as I say, 100% not of my will. This is not me being some terrible evil person that did this on purpose or got in the heat of the moment and decided, I'm going to kill her. I fed from her, and I didn't know how much. This is teething problems. This could happen to you. Yes, you guys feed differently from me, so your problems are lessened. But if you were me, you could have ended up in the exact same situation.
Satisfying thuds of meat and a cleaver entering meat and bones breaking in the background while you're talking.
I get it.
Eat
I get
dead
it.
bodies. She eats animals. You chose to go after a human.
The difference is that I cannot eat what you guys eat. That's not me.
Luan goes quiet. Looks at Joseph. Let me out of this room. This is a shit show.
If I let you out of this room, I'm dead.
Yes.
I
As
know.
it should be. A promise was made. Martha also was there for a promise, but I do believe that she probably is going to break her word as I look behind me cleaving.
She's focused. In fact, she's so
I'm-
focused, her face is like splattered with blood. The area around her is slightly splattered with blood as she's just cleaving away. I mean, she's used
not
to animals.
hearing any of this.
She's used to hacking apart animals, so blood splatters everywhere, so it's fine for her.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have kept this from him. You're a monster, and that We cannot let this be. I'm sorry, JJ. Let me out of this room. I will make sure that the death is quick, easy, and I will take my hand in my bag and I take one of the fire things and hold it. JJ.
Roll me a wits and awareness day, Marta.
This is. I'm sorry, Jono. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're just cleaving away.
Yup. My back's onto them.
See, from where I'm standing, it's very hypocritical for you to call me a monster when you literally eat people. They may be dead people, but you eat them. That's not much less of a monster than I am. Whether your prey was alive or dead, and whether it was by your hands or not, the action is still the same. It's quite difficult for me to accept your judgment upon me. You know, in the Bible it says, and I'm not much of a church-going man, but in the Bible it says, he who cast the first stone, or he who was without sin may cast the first stone. I don't see anyone in this room that can cast the first stone.
What do you want me to do, JJ? Lie to him again? Break the promise I just made to him? The only person in this town who accepts me for who I am? If I do that, I break something more valuable than my life. So if you're gonna do something, do it now.
A voice inside your head says, JJ, do it.
Looking at his abilities.
I looked at mine and I'm mortal. I have baby powers.
I basically looked at their strength stats, their brawl stats. I've looked at the physical side of things.
I first looked at my strength stats.
I'm not strong. You're not strong. We're going to do a slap fight.
The problem is
slap
he's
fight.
got a vial in his hand. If that thing falls, it's flames.
That's why I took it out. Yep.
And Marta is unaware of anything.
She's just hacking to her heart's content. Her back is towards them.
If it was any other night, JJ, if it was any other night, but Luan is in a shit mood tonight because of the interaction. I wish it was we found you before. So yeah, so let's go.
Activate cloud memory.
Oh, so this is an interesting rule because he's technically supernatural. So it's gonna be opposing roles, isn't it?
Rolls. Don't have any bit of favor. He's not fully. Come
Well,
on.
let's say I am wounded, so I have a -1 penalty. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's something.
So roll me your charisma and dominate, Mr. JJ Mullen. Roll
Keep in
me
mind,
wits
you
and
can re-roll.
yeah, you can re-roll. Remember, you can willpower
Use
re-roll.
that wisdom if you want. Well, you can reroll one dice because you can reroll blood, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be fully satiated because he killed someone with his drink, or did he just drink so messily?
He drank
I have 2
messily.
dots. I should have.
You should
Oh,
have
yes.
3. You are on 2 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wasted so much blood.
I know.
It's so sad. You could have been non-hungry.
I could have been non-hungry. She could have been fine. I was planning for her to be my boo on the side, sneaky link, or
Turn
to
her
come
into a
back to her,
vampire.
turn into a ghoul.
And now
You
you,
could
you have
technically turn
someone
her into a vampire.
leaving.
Yeah, but if and then I turn her, and then I get in trouble with the warden because now he doesn't really exercise politics, but maybe he does a little bit.
Willpower reroll there, please.
What do I roll?
Oh, willpower. What do I do again? Just
You-
the dice.
There's a one that's a reroll and one that's a dice roll. So it's the one that's closer to humanity that's your reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just take the 2 and then I gooi. Still a 2.
Okay. You roll a wits and resolve for me, please. Luan.
Wits and resolve.
Yeah.
Only a -1, right?
Yes. What do you compel him to do? What's your command?
He was trying to erase my memory. If I'm
Oh,
correct.
cloud memory. Yeah, sorry, cloud
It's
memory.
cloud
Sorry,
memory.
not compel. So he says forget, and you're like,
Do I know that he tried something?
he said forget on you, and his word was forget.
Huh? What were you trying to do?
Forgot to say please.
While chopping the body. JJ, maybe we can let him understand, but I cannot keep this from him.
I don't think we can let him understand. That's our biggest issue.
I'm busy.
And I say that with a straight face. I continue with a straight face. Inside, I'm like, fuck, it didn't work. Fuck, it didn't work. Fuck, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? It usually works so easily. It usually works so easily. Why didn't it work? What the hell's going on?
Like,
I'm like
but
freaking out.
supernatural
But I'm giving
bullshit.
like the coldest straight face. I'm like,
And then just behind you is like, in your spirit form is like,
Yeah.
he's already seen me eat liver. So that he's getting used to the idea. I don't know what to do, JJ. But I'm not gonna lie to him.
I don't want you to lie to him. You don't have to lie to him. You just don't have to tell him. Which is a difference. And yes, you can technically argue that that's lying to him. But we've withheld the information that he is a vampire. You got so upset with me was trying to reveal that what he was in the first place. And to be fair, it's sort of the same thing.
You persuaded me on that, and I actually convinced him that he's not anymore fully human. Oh, well, we are, but we're getting there. We're. Oh shit! This is.
Yep.
I shouldn't have come in here. It's just that you killed someone. She
I
had a
know.
family.
I know. Don't you think I know that? Don't you think I spent most of this evening before trying to chop her up, which I really didn't want to do because I really didn't want to disrespect her like that. I really tried to spend most of my evening thinking about that, thinking about her family, thinking about who's going to be there. No more Christmas, no more family events. She's probably has people wondering where she is. She probably contributed to her social circle so much, and her loss would be missed. And if I somehow happen to walk out of here seemingly unscathed, but even if I don't, she most likely would not be found. Because even you can kill me, but you won't let them find the body, because that means there's vampires, and that means they're gonna start looking, and sooner or later they're gonna find all of us.
Maybe that's good. We need to
Good?
eradicate vampires because this is the
Good?
shit that happens.
By this time, she's finished hacking and she's packed everything neatly into the suitcases.
And then Marta just goes to the bathroom and washes up, as she does at home,
Yeah.
still not noticing anyone else.
She's very good
Listen.
at this. This is very worse. Yeah, sorry.
Listen, I get it. I'm a terrible person. And this, if anything, if you believed in such, I am going to hell for this. I'm probably going to hell for the fact that I am an undead abomination. So let's be clear on that. But still, for this act alone, is irredeemable, and I agree with you on that. However, I don't believe that us genuinely in existing are evil or are trying to be evil would do things out of evil intentions or malicious intentions. You kill us, and then what is left? The monsters who actually feed on people? Because Jan himself would have to die. You would die. Martha would die. And while, yes, that might be good in the sense that we've gotten rid of a few vampires, clearly there's a lot more of us that exist. And secondly, at least we're well intentioned and we're doing a lot of things. Think about yourself. You have so many medical experiments and so many things that you want to do to help people in this town. And people don't understand you. And people might think you're weird magic or things like that. But look at what we've done. Look at how people are buying your calcium supplements and your other medication, and it's improving their lives. And you just want to, what, we all be executed and we be hung and what, burned at the stake for existing. All of that goes away. What other help can we do? We're literally chasing other terrible vampires and people that are doing like disgusting acts of 30, 40 people being staked and being done like that. We would never do that. We are not people like that. And we're chasing them. And we have the ability to chase them and the ability to fight them because of what we are now. Do we throw all of that away because of this? And I'm not going to play this down. This is a massive thing. It's not to disrespect her. But I really think there was a mistake that was made. And it was a mistake out of inexperience. And it was a mistake because I've been thrown into this life just like all of you have. And I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm trying to be better at what I'm doing. And I don't want to do this again. I'm going to figure out a way that this never, ever, ever happens again. And I want to take care of that girl's family. Because at the end of the day, she's dead. And she's probably contributing a lot. She might be sending money home. She might be trying to help siblings or grandparents. Who else is going to do that now that she's dead?
Can Zaffa,
Mm-hmm.
can we do a social combat roll?
Do you want to do the thing is I wanted to see if I can play this out. If he could persuade you one way or another.
The thing is, Luan is on the fence, so I feel maybe a social combat roll. Like, Luan is on the fence. He's on the fence, and I just want to see how the social roll goes.
All right.
Because
So
this is the easiest way to break this stalemate.
Yeah.
is
Tension,
to
yeah.
do that.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So what I'm
Best
gonna
session
need
ever. Let's
what
put it
I'm gonna
down
need
first.
what I'm gonna need from JJ is going to be manipulation and persuasion.
Yeah, most important role of your fucking life. You can
So like I'm a -1.
you can reroll.
You can
Wisdom.
reroll. You can still willpower reroll.
Just roll the ones that's like.
Just
failed.
roll the 2 black ones. There should be an option for 2 black ones. The 2 black
Just
dots. Just reroll them. That's a
There you
total of
go.
4 successes.
That's a
Okay,
step.
that's a total of 4
I have a
successes.
-1 to this. What is my defense?
You're gonna have to roll a
Probably resolve. Because
resolve versus resolve, and this is actually very. Let's go with resolve and insight.
Okay.
Like
-1.
if you want to see his point, but if it fails, you're not going to see his point.
So, Luan slowly takes the bomb down, puts it in his bag. If this ever happens again, JJ,
I know.
I am way
Alex.
too good of a person, but I'm fuck me.
I'll accept my fate. I've already sold my. I've already. How do I say this? I've already contacted the warden for help, but this gives me. This is not even an option I thought or result that I thought would happen. This gives me a large motivation to really go there and one, give him a piece of my mind, because I feel like we were put in this life and thrust in here and no one really helped us. And two, I need help to figure out a way to do things properly, because this is not what I intended. I never intended to do this, and I need the help of someone who knows what they're doing to figure out the correct way to do these things, because this is not the outcome that should have happened at all. And I need to find out who her family is so that I can somehow make amends. Not make amends, but
There is a terminology I've seen in the books. It's called a boon. You owe me it?
Oh, hi, Luan. When did you get here?
Oh my goodness gracious. You scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
And JJ, I said, I don't dislike you. I actually like you. You're a fun friend. For fuck's sakes. Okay.
Before you go, I am talking to Henry about the pit issue because he has more sway with the people there. So they might listen to him more than to us. He's been their protector for a while, and they might actually listen to him if he mentions it to them.
Or if you mentioned it.
True, I kind of forgot about it.
Yes.
Luan, you have
Sorry, I was
problems. You
interrupted.
have problems with that, with the location and the people in the location. If you need any information or any help like that, get it to you as soon as possible. Just tell me what you want.
I'll think a bit, but that could actually be very useful. Because, yeah, they are currently just feeling that everything is shut off. My food supply at the black market is gone, and now I can't even go to the graveyards and location. It's going to be very hard for me to feed, and that's my biggest problem, that I cannot let Jan go hungry. So that's a problem.
Let's just say I have a way of talking to people, and I could be of some assistance in networking. So let me put my feelers out and gather information, and then let me see if I can talk to some people. We can reach an understanding and see eye to eye.
I would like that. As I said, I'm not. Yes, let's do that. But yeah, let me leave. before Jan thinks we're having a threesome in here because he has no idea how sex works at all.
I'm sorry once again. I'm so deeply sorry.
Well, we've all killed before. Well, probably. Um, so I can understand the regret of decisions made when you were young and stupid. Though technically you're just a young vampire. So let's go. I want to walk out before them.
Of
I let
course.
him out. I like.
And you close the suitcase. Close the one suitcase, the second suitcase with her head inside. And the camera focuses on her still open eyes. Most beautiful green eyes you can see, you've seen in your life. And the song in the background goes, En jy was 'n kind en al die helder wete van bloed en maagdelikheid was eenmal in jou oë. And the camera fades out. What a session.
That was intense.
That was
What
fucking- that
a
was,
session.
That was wow. That was great. That was insane.
If
I'm
you
just
rolled
glad-
shit on that D100 that I had you roll, you wouldn't have met Janine.
I most likely thought about that.
We dodged so much. We were trying to dodge the hotel so much, Jono. So much.
Which is true.
The dice screwed me so hard because I did it like I was like, oh okay, cool, and then he explained the story. And I was like, oh, I got a amazing crit. Oh, I got a amazing crit. Oh, okay. Because I was like, the number's not bad, and then he explained the story, and I was like, oh fuck.
And I tried to explain the story as if it was just like ordering a hamburger. I didn't even go into gory details what happened. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's blood everywhere, and oops.
Listen, if the police come to my house, I blame Sorrel for making me Google search in the incognito tab how to get rid of a body in VTM.
I would
Really?
have as well.
Wow.
Because I didn't. I was like, I was so lost, and all it gave me was a Reddit thread that was like saying shit like, oh, if someone has a farm, or set up a character that has a morgue or thing, or have a ghoul, or have something, and I was like, bro, this is not helpful at all. This is not helpful at
I
all.
actually have a semi idea. It sounds horrible. So we don't need all our organs. You could have eaten her, stuffed her inside of you, been like to make her fit into one suitcase. It sounds horrible, but technically I know there are some people who actually have a swarm inside of them because they remove all their organs so that they have insects and snakes and shit in them. So it could be horrible, but you could have been like, oh wow. You with Blood
No.
of Life, you can for an hour not throw up. Sorry.
I actually thought like JJ was going to kill you.
I wanted him to use his mind powers on me. That's what I was like.
Me
"Fucking
too.
please."
I was like, shit, that's a good escape. That would have very good escape.
He tried.
I tried, yeah.
But now
I
at
like-
least you know how that against supernatural creatures is difficult. That's actually a good learning curve. You're like, oh, it's not definitely a option. Good to know.
You know, I understand how willpower also works, which is nice.
Mm. But
Yeah.
holy
there's also like
shit.
I was like, when it also happened, I was like, why the fuck did this time I have to end up like throughout all the sessions we've played and the previous campaign we've played, why the fuck now do I have to accidentally kill someone? This is good. This is awesome. The time when I have like barely any resources, it's a little 1920s. You can't just pick up the phone and be like, yo, bro. Ha.
See, that is the problem. I also feel that with the whole shit show of the location. I am like, I don't know what to do. They don't listen to me. They don't want me, and they're going to piss Luan off if they continue on this direction. And
Well, as soon as they see Mpo's better and up and walking again, then they'll be fine again.
no, they won't. They'll never forgive me. I know this for a fact. It's fine. I'll become a vampire and just freak the shit out of them.
You come out of the dark. Like,
I technically. Oh fuck. We'll figure that out soon. I'm just
We'll
glad.
figure that out. It's okay. You're just misunderstood. You just need a little smoothing over and a nice little sweet dog. I
There's a
got it.
there's a good there's a good thing that Jan didn't go up. Jan
Yep.
stayed. Because to be honest, I did give you like mercy in the like.
Even me, it sounds bad, but like that's why I also gave you the search roll because I knew you'd be able to win it. Because I was like, the dice are fucking you, and I don't want this to end in that way because
Yeah.
I'm instant dead. I wouldn't even let me speak, man. It would be on the
No.
floor.
you would be dead. The thing is, like, this is probably going to break Luan a bit. Oh, now I have to roleplay some of his mental illnesses.
This is such.
Oh no, I'm
this
role
is-
playing my trauma, dog. I need to figure that part out because I'm fucked now. I'm like,
So
But now
I'm gonna hate it. If I get hungry, I might let it get to 4 before
but now
I
I'm
try something.
actually a question for you, Jono.
Mhm.
Did JJ mean what he said, or was he just
No,
trying
JJ
to
meant
get, like-
everything.
Okay.
JJ 100% meant what he said. He was like,
you're talking about a remorse check, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's
Like,
not
that's what-
gonna. That's why he's not gonna roll it.
Oh,
He
great.
started
Okay.
mentioning.
Yeah.
He started mentioning like the effect it has on her and her surrounding family. His character was remorseful, so he did
that's
not
something-
get
yeah.
a stain on his humanity.
Thank fuck. That is actually very good because that's what something I was worried because me as a player would not have felt nice if JJ just outright lied about this, and then of course the remorse check, the stain, it would have gone dark. That's good.
Holy shit, guys!
This session is insane,
Dude,
This is...
I
Yeah.
loved how the last part of the session, Santa was sitting like this and sitting like this, and Angel M was like, at some point you could cut the tension with a knife. It's like, oh shit.
It was basically who's gonna strike first. That's what basically was happening, and I was like, please don't kill.
Yeah, why? But you know what's funny? It's always me and Jono. Like, it's
always.
like the
Always.
previous station I died. I just want to put it out there. It's
The
like
thing is, yes, it was a good session, my donor.
This was a draining session.
I would just love to say that I spent this whole session shitting myself. And the entire time I was not focused on anything that was happening with anybody else because all I was thinking was, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? How the fuck am I gonna get out of this? I'm screwed, I'm dead, he's gonna kill me. If he comes here, it's over. And then you guys came here and I was like, why the fuck did you come here? What the fuck? I'm dead, I'm gone. I'm gone. R.I.P. me.
Like, you have so much OP mind power still, and I'm still a normal-ish human.
I was a normal human, and I think your role would probably be just as good as mine because my wits and resolve are 3
Yeah.
and 3. I think yours is might be what's your wits and
My
resolve?
wits is 3, and my resolve. What the fuck is my resolve?
Just under
underneath
wits.
underneath wits. It's two.
Oh,
it's
two,
two
yeah.
abilities. Yeah, that's the nice, interesting. Yeah, you know what? I've had a hard.
Also,
my-
I also had a little internal conflict of which power I was going to use because I was like, I have to use the dominate power, so I'm gonna either compel you or I'm gonna like use cloud memory. And I was like, I had to think about it, and I picked cloud memory because I was like, I knew if it fails, at least it's like it is like a oh forget. It's not gonna be like I give you a command and I like tell you, oh no, you forgot this whole thing happened, whatever type thing, or you just like to leave, or where you could be like, oh, you're trying to fuck with me, you're trying to like mess with my mind. How could you do that?
He doesn't know you tried that. That's why I was like, is there any way to? He's just like, forget. What are you trying to do? Oh,
If it succeeded, he would have been like, forget. Oh yeah, Jan Hendrik is waiting for you outside. You need to go see him. We're okay in this room. You need to go see him. We're okay. That's
I was like thinking like, what like in my brain I thought like JJ was going to kill Luan, and in my brain I was like I was already role playing in the sense of like if I like most likely he's gonna say but said Luan is sleeping or some shit, and then I go back and I was thinking like of like where that would go if I would ever find out, and like it's like oh shit, like my brain was going that way, like fucking.
And
It's
I-
the worst decision if he killed like Luan. Like you just rather kidnap or something because if you killed like I don't think it would have been a good decision.
the thing is also, the actions of someone made you roll that D100, Santa. Because
Yo.
if Marta didn't tell me after the patrol she's gonna go to the warden and explain to him what they found out about Winburg and all of that, she wouldn't have gotten to your place. She wouldn't have gone to the hotel. Because at that point, the warden Henry was a bit shaky. And, he needs to worry about the masquerade. And when someone came in that he knew was a vampire, he's like, you go sort it out. You go help him. Maybe this will be better.
Yeah.
But damn, this was a fucking intense session.
It was a good story. Like honestly, it's
Yes.
a good
Yeah.
story.
This sets up for like much more. One Luan is like conflicted now, like fuck, I just made a promise. JJ is now like the reality of what vampirism actually is, and Marta is like through loyalty and way that could go. That can actually go in the sense of she might choose.
Marta's fine. What's wrong with Marta? She's the psychopath. Yeah.
Marta keeps telling fucking Henry everything. Like the fucking thing that annoys me is like she's straight in whole plans into Murtu. And I can do nothing because I don't know shit. I know nothing. Like I'm the person that knows the least.
That is the fun part. I thought about it last session. Like when you guys were like, "What the fuck? You're telling Henry everything." I was like, it's funny. As a character, as my character, if I'm gonna do one thing, I'm most likely to set up camera in Bloom. I would do that because that is Venture's sort of like purpose. They want to be the head, and what would they love to be the head of vampire society? They always want to be the prince. They always want to be not even a baron. They want to be the prince. They want to be in the camera. They're the most loyal. They basically, if anyone started the camera, it's probably a Venture.
Oh,
A
they
Venture
did?
got
No, they did.
yeah. The Venture got a Toreador and probably like a Gangrel or whatever. Be like 8. And then he
Now-
will want to do that.
Now, if you
So-
wanna think a bit further ahead, 2 of your loyal followers or 2 of your servants, if you will, have got dirt on you. Thanks to tonight.
It's true.
Well, at least one of them. The other one doesn't care. The
It's
other one
true.
doesn't
It's
care.
insane.
But that's also why it's immediately the thing of how can I help you? So he's gonna figure out what's going on in the location and how bad it is, and if he can maybe he can't fully fix it, but if he can make it as nice as possible and maybe set up an alternative for him, it's like yeah, I killed someone, but you if you were left to starve, you probably killed someone too, and I didn't do that for you, and I helped you.
See,
And now
that's
you
the
have food.
thing. That's also why I brought it up because you definitely know that Henry is taking away our food.
Yeah.
It could be a very nice play on your part, and I'm curious how you're going to use that.
What goes around comes around, eh?
That was a power move. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking the food thing. That was like shit.
There
that
was a
was
couple
such a power
moments
move.
where I'm obviously I'm stressing, but I'm playing it out as it happens. There's a couple moments where I'm looking at Luan, but I see you guys in the corner, and there's moments where I say something and everyone's like, boss, like, oh shit. Like I flipped the script, it did give me a little bit of a ooh, I did that when I was like, use the Bible.
Use the
When you did that, I
Bible.
was like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I love how because you're doing what you're supposed to, you're pushing all the buttons. You're like, okay, religion doesn't react. Does this react? Does this react?
Yeah.
Oh, the
You were
whole
like
time.
going. It was
You're
going.
trying to play all the things.
Dude, I was about to give Oscars out. I swear.
Dude, that was really, really amazing.
You know
Wow.
what's the funny thing is, like, Janetic always says, like, nothing gets past him, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a whole separate campaign in this story, and yet he's standing like, this is awkward. Like, what are you?
I will also say you did roll very high, and you chose not to be part of this. Thank you for that. But it's very fun, like for the ones that you actually could have seen this, the masquerade, because you're on the other side of the curtain in this masquerade.
For now.
I think forever he's going to turn into a fucking vampire and still be like. He's gonna walk in the sun and not even know he's walking in the sun. It's like,
And that's how Jan Hendrik dies.
No,
I know what I am.
someone's blind. Pull him out the sun.
Like,
No,
somebody
Luan-
eating braaivleis, like.
I just imagine that Luan is going to ship him off to a place that doesn't have sunlight and say, "Oh, there's a lot of vampires in Antarctica. A lot, a lot."
I would slay.
There's that one
Fucking cool.
town in like Europe, in like Norway or something like that, and it's like literally in the bottom of a valley, and it not never gets sun, but like most months, like 8-9 months of the year, it doesn't get sun, and all the sun never touches it.
I'm gonna.
Seen him there.
Because I don't know why, but Luan is like, he has to protect Jan. That's his priority, and it's going to go be a shit show.
Yeah.
And now he has to protect 2 people. 3, if he counts himself.
He doesn't. That's the problem. He doesn't count himself. This is the weird thing. He already has given up on his life long ago. This is the problem.
Donner. No, that's crazy because you've broken the trust of your friend by making a promise to another, well, let's call him friend for now.
He did, like Luan did say, he thinks of him as a friend. That's the so. In Luan's eyes, it's like a friend, and a friend is like, why are these assholes on the opposite side? For fuck's sake.
And why is all this shit happening when there's this one storyteller?
You, Sorrow, Zaffa, whatever the fuck your name is, Mikey GM. You are not giving us a break, Em. Like,
Dude, the when he said what he's gonna do, and I'm like, okay, cool, they're gonna go to the pawn room and they're gonna do their things, and when I told him to roll to see how successful his hunt was, I'm like, no. It's not me, it's the dice. The dice
have
tells
no
the story.
you have no dice in your feeding. What the fuck? Your feeding pool is so small. What did you do? Your feeding
I don't
pool was
know.
like 2 dice, 3 dice. It's like,
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 dice, yeah.
What do you mean you're feeding with this? Are you insane?
Yeah, he'll have to work on his hunting dice.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
man.
it was my first time.
Yeah.
Catastrophe for the first time, hey, yo.
The first time always
Yeah.
sucks, eh? The first time always sucks.
Worst outcome.
She died.
he definitely
with a smile
doesn't
on her
wanna-
face, at least. I
He
hope.
doesn't want to feed again. He's gonna be so against it. He's gonna be like, I don't want to do that.
Oh, in your adventure, you cannot not. That's the ironic part. Like, we can maybe chase, but we don't understand yet that curse of the venturers. Like, you have a specific ballot. That's
Mhm.
like,
That's why, I kind of brought it up in the sense of like, yeah, you do this, and Martha feeds on animals and stuff, and yeah, you guys can do dead people. I can't, and you won't understand that, but it is like a thing of it's I chalk it up to like almost animal instincts. Like you just know you can't do that. That's not for you.
And here's the best part. The moment you find out his feeding, the moment Jan Hendrik turns and his type of feeding, that'll freak you the fuck out.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Banu Hakim.
That's the thing. Like, you're all are like, oh, let us change. I even think if Henry saw what Jan is gonna change, he's gonna be like, huh? Huh?
Huh? Yeah.
He was shocked at the Ventru. He's going to be like, why the fuck is there a Banaquin here? Why the fuck? It's the Vampire Slayer.
But why the fuck is a vampire slayer Banu Hakim? What?
You know,
That
Like, I
sounds
just-
so fucking cool, though.
Yeah.
Like I just imagine he's like, why did I tag these people? Why did the ritual show me these people?
Yeah.
These insane.
Well, at least none of them is a Malkavian, so that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
multi-class. We can multi-class this game, right? I'm just thinking, we need to diablerize a Malkavian so that their spirit is in your brain. Then we have a Malkavian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But wow,
That was
guys.
still one of the funnest characters to play, though.
Oh, that
Yeah,
Malkavian.
You did it
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah, but that Malkavian was like one day you should try it though. It's a fucked up fun character.
You have to be the right type of person, I feel like.
Yeah.
Playing a
Yeah.
Malkavian is one of the harder role plays in this game.
Yeah. That's
is.
like the
I
first
would, I
thing.
would like to try it because it's so left field.
Yeah, like Jonah was there when I met Zaffa, and the first thing.
No, he was also there when you met me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was sitting next to. I heard the conversation happen.
Yeah,
I was sitting on the couch.
The first thing I said to Zaffa is like, I want something, like because he said it was like role play intensive. I said like, I want something, like that can test my role play, and he's like, there's only one thing. I'm Malkavian. I was like, okay, what is that? What is that?
You'll have to play a crazy person. That's actually not crazy. They just see the truth. Yeah.
Truth
That's
is
cool.
fucking creepy.
But I love it because you guys had that conversation, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna play it," and then like you guys walked away and immediately started doing it.
Mm.
Like you were just sitting there,
Uh,
getting into it.
I love this vampire group. It's a very good group. That's
Listen,
It is.
I've told
It is.
told Dominic so many times that I've fallen with my gat in the butter with you guys. Such a
Oh, thank you,
fucking
man.
good
Thank
group
you.
to DM for. I mean,
Oh,
it could have
thank
been other people and it could have been a fucking shitty experience, but this is.
Yeah.
I mean,
could
I
actually-
always, whenever I do a vampire thing, I'll always have you guys on the table. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You have no choice anymore. Or if I play in a vampire group, you all better be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's okay.
actually. I will be honest. Like I have actually my vampire game planned because before the guild.
Mm.
So eventually, as soon as I have time, I'll open it.
Yeah,
I'll ask
definitely.
You guys first.
Yeah, and I'll make plans to be there. Don't worry. My
Yeah, like
my
that's the
work
thing, like,
schedule is luckily now in such a way
That would
that
be
I
so
can
cool to
actually
see
attend
Zaffa
it.
as- Yeah, Zaffa is like
playing
a
with
player.
Zaffa,
Player,
you guys will
yeah.
enjoy Zaffa. Like I can imagine you guys are gonna enjoy Zaffa.
Well, no,
Yeah.
so no one knew was going to join the group then because that's all of us.
It's just explosive. At one point
I have
in
one
down the
question.
line, everyone gets to be GM.
That would actually be cool if everyone like as I said, like it's a fun system, it's fun roleplay, plus it's interesting to see how people's brains work.
Mm.
Because, but yeah, like I said, when I actually ran a game, I for Sonia, Yaku, and the other guy whose name I forgot. They're weirdos. Like you guys aren't weirdos in their shin. You are cool guys.
Thank you.
That's a
No,
weird
but
word.
that is their way of playing.
And
That
what's
is
the problem? Like literally, because I gave each of them secret missions.
Mhm.
Because that and Sonia, like they were supposed to get this person for the criminal, and she just had to get on a plane. So she was romancing this older lady as a young man, and she literally did nothing for the mission. She just climbed a plane, like bye. I was like, you won.
You've won.
I said it was very fun. So yeah. But this is a good. I'm glad we have a Zaffageek to
Yes.
teach us.
Hey, I
all
was.
the-
Hey, yeah. Well, it's my pleasure, and I mean, I didn't think the guild needed a vampire group.
Well, we do need now. Like it's
Yeah.
like a thing now.
Yeah, like the thing is, that's also the thing. Like we need it. You need more role playing. Like that's also. I like other game systems and stuff like that. So-
I love, like I said, I love roleplay intensive game systems because you can tell a story. And
Yeah.
yes, you can do it with any role playing system you want to. But in my experience, this is the storyteller. I mean, it's literally called You're a
Yes.
Storyteller.
Yeah. Vampire and Call of Cthulhu.
Oh,
I feel are two
Yes.
of the two ones that are.
this is
I will,
like
yeah.
it's like I'm not gonna lie, Call of Cthulhu is still it's like my favorite of all time. Like just the fact that you're weak as shit,
Mm.
and like also like good role playing, and I DM Call of Cthulhu, and like this is like the thing I like about Vampire is it really tests like role playing. If you really want to like have a group and you really want to like have an impact on the story, I mean like really have an impact on the story, play Vampire. There's no there's no limits. If you have a good group, there's no limits. There's like
Yeah.
there's no left or right. There's just
What the
the
fuck?
story. Yeah. It's
Story
like-
and chaos.
Just chaos,
Yep.
but like good chaos. Like there's no even the other game we played where everything was going in a different direction. It wasn't like the Dungeons and Dragons chaos. It was like if I were to watch this in like a TV series, right? It made sense. It made sense, and it's good. It's not like I'm walking to a dragon and I'm trying to woo the dragon.
Mm.
You know, it's like going to the dragon, and then there's another dragon, and now the two dragons are fighting, and now you're like, I'm the Dragon King of no, and you're like, shit, this is dope. Like,
Yeah.
how did it like this?
And I love that the dice tell a good story.
Yes.
Like that's the thing. Like because I love when a dice, you're like, I have to change my plan.
Yeah.
And
you're
like
like, well,
like I said, I knew it was gonna come out on a social combat role. But the thing is, I wanted to make sure, like when you told me you want to choose both, you don't know which. Then you bring in the social combat, and then you do that.
Exactly.
Because if I
That's
started
why,
that
yeah.
from the beginning, I'd be like, okay, cool, you believe him, you believe him, you believe him,
Yeah,
you
like it
believe
wouldn't
him.
have been satisfying. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like this,
Yeah.
because like eventually it's like I cannot make this choice.
Mm.
Please tell
Yeah.
me.
I feel, and for the resolution, it feels better because those
Yes.
things, like I had to then mention what was going through my mind, and it does cause a lot of tension because it is pointing fingers back and forth, and then that thing of I did show you that I am remorseful, and like
Mm.
truly
Yes.
going into detail about her and how that would affect her and her family and the people around her. Those things, it adds more to the character that I get to show, not just, oh, I rolled, you believe me, you walk out, we carry on.
The thing is, I agree because your first instinct was like, oh, but you're like it was very like trying to make Luan seem like a monster as well, which wasn't the right strategy. And that's why, like, not a bad thing, but and that's why, like, I wouldn't have been happy if Luan would. That's why he was like, nope, no.
Mhm.
But as soon as you started with the other things, that's when you changed his mind. And that's what I liked is like, because
But
yeah,
it's also,
like, showed character growth. The fact that you actually have this mask of like being a dick, and then you're like,
Mhm.
okay, still have a heart. It's small, but it's still here. Let's have a chat. and make it work."
I think this is a thing of like, it shows which is also what I love about this, because besides you can play D&D, and you can play Cyberpunk, and you can play a bunch of different game systems, but this one, because it really has to deal with humanity, so it really deals with how people interact, and it's the closest thing. Even though you're a vampire, you're still just a regular person at the end of the day doing mostly regular stuff. And so in that argument, in that back and forth, it's natural to first be like, oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, but like, it's not that bad because like you do bad things, and like always trying to push that thing away. And then you have to accept, look, I made a mistake, and then have that humbling, open moment where you're vulnerable.
The
Yeah,
thing
but
is for me.
Martha?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martha might be a bit psychotic.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, Martha is not right in that. But that's what yeah.
That's like Martha's definitely evil. Might become evil as shit.
Because that's the thing for me. Like what I like is that vampires are literally just a flipped human, where
Mhm.
humans are goodness with darkness that they're hiding. Vampires are flipped in like their darkness with this good thing they're trying to keep.
Yeah, they're trying to
Mhm.
hold on to their humanity. Yeah.
And that's what I like. It's purely just a human flipped, and that's what I like. Like your first reaction is being a monster, and you're like, okay, let's. I like it, but yeah, fuck Marta. I'm sorry, but Marta.
Well, Martha owes Henry, so that's why she just did it. When he said she did it.
I chalked it up to two things of like, yeah, there's a thing of doing it because of Henry. And then the second thing I also thought is like, you kind of go in there and you realize, fuck. But I think there's also a kinship in being like, I'm a vampire, I kind of get it. Like, I see how this happened. And at that point, you kind of just switch off and you're just like, fuck, I have to do this. And then it becomes work. So you kind of disassociate. And that's why she was so in the zone, she didn't even notice he was there.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the thing. Technically, the two mortally inclined, we don't fully understand this.
You don't.
Our beasts aren't there, really.
Yes.
Our hunger isn't there, really. Like, the thing is, like, we don't, and that's what I like, is, like, you're trying to still convince humans that you're the boogeyman, not trying to be boogeyman, and that's why I like this session also so much.
And like I said, I told you in the beginning, like when we first met, an entire session can happen without any dice rolls.
Yeah, but like it's also like that when Luan went up, I could have chosen the route like I'm going with Luan, and then basically we go in and JJ is basically fucked, and I killed, like we played Jono's character out and like stuff like that. I'm kind of glad, like I like leaving room so that there's like you have a chance, right? Like we had close calls. You had these two guys like trying, like, and be honest, like with yourself. If you were to get caught, right, the first thing you would do is to blame. Like basically blame. Like you did what kids like when they like yeah, but you that one time you did it too. I saw you.
Yeah.
You cock. It's like,
But
he did it. It was like.
But your character's reaction also made sense because of his interaction with Janine. Because he was trying to tell her to hold on to your innocence, and now he's at a hotel. He knows Marta and JJ's in there. You don't, and you know about those rooms.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm trying to keep my. I've just told someone to be innocent. I'm not going to be part of something dirty.
Yeah.
What you think is dirty. Yeah, that is fucking.
Jan, you're never going to reproduce your line interview.
Basically. It's
Fuck.
Greatest to ever do it. Warrior of Bloemfontein. The last there ever was.
Yeah.
Why? Not because he couldn't get someone, because he didn't know how it worked.
But wow, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna report this. This was an amazing session. This was an amazing session. I'm gonna definitely report. Yeah, I'm definitely going to report it. And thank you all for joining. Thank you, Twitch viewers, Kick viewers, and YouTube viewers for being there. This was part of the. I felt like this doesn't need to go on Patreon. You all need to see the end. Because this was freaking crazy.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
So,
Also,
yeah.
Also, one of your followers subscribed.
Holy shit, you did. Thank you, Iron Tortoise. Much appreciated, buddy. I just saw that.
The insanity.
And then other thing is exclamation onesie.
Onesie in the chat.
Yeah.
There's a onesie.
If we hit that donor goal, he wears that onesie to the Folk of Police Car concert and takes pictures, receipts. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you want to see that?
Don't be like Jono and kill your victims.
Exactly.
Be like Luan and type in exclamation mark
Onesie in the chat.
and go donate. Don't
No.
kill your victims. Give Zaffa's onesie.
Be like Martin, stuff him into a...
A onesie.
Stuff the
him into a
donations
onesie.
into a
Stuff him into
suitcase.
the suitcase. Yeah.
Yes,
Like you stuff yourself into the onesie. There we go.
All right, but thank you all. And I'll
Thank
see
you.
you next week for more shenanigans because we still need to resolve this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me just, before you switch off your cameras, I'm going to stop streaming and say thanks again for that sub there. Resub Iron Tortoise Gaming. Follow Ugly K. Hell for that raid. Much appreciated. Sorry I couldn't talk to you all. We were busy role-playing. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And until tomorrow night, you all should have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.